pulling in 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Come on.
Are we live now?
Intro.
Oh,
Intro
now
time.
we are.
Intro time. Get it.
Okay, good.
I'm working on
because,
it. Yeah.
Good. No. Okay, excuse me a moment, because I have something that's a little racy for Twitch.
Wait.
No,
Hold on. I just went live.
Is water. This is water. This is what fish fuck in.
Why is that racy for Twitch?
Okay.
I just went live and you're starting off with that?
Yeah,
You're guys are facing away from each other.
Can you
this
see
screen.
all of the mitosis happening in here? Can you see all of the love making?
And all of it is going
Going on
back into you.
Why do I bother? Why do I try? Gypsy, I tried.
You know, our ancestors probably had that go through them as well. So you're drinking things that went through
Exactly.
people's insides.
Exactly.
Gross. Disgusting.
Exactly, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Impulse Squared
Disgusting.
podcast third installation. The third
Our
installation of
first
the Impulse Squared
topic,
podcast.
digestion. Okay, I'm
Which
done. I'm
actually,
done.
you know what? On that,
Just give up.
I can't do
Phil won't
acidic
let
or
you.
like
I will
can't
mute
do
all three of
acidic
you.
or spicy foods because it just like it keeps coming back on me. Not gonna lie.
Like, I'm gonna shut down Discord in my ears and just fucking do the intro. Jesus.
You got it. Do it.
I know.
'Cause she's
Welcome to the third
innocent.
Impulse. Fuck.
No, you got it. No. Here. I'm the professional here, all right?
Good
What's
shit.
up, dudes? Welcome
This
back
is
to
what we
another
like to
episode
see.
of
I hate you
CasterSquared.
all. CasterSquared third
This is what we
installation,
like
third
to see.
episode, whatever you want to call them. I hate calling them episodes. This is not a TV program, and we are not selling out like that to any sort of special stations. Welcome.
That's not what the
I am your
fucking
host.
episode is, you moron.
I am your host, Nashami of the Impulse Squared crew, and co-hosting with me today is Phil Millennial of the Seraph about to be motherfucking killed Falcons. And joining us today, normally we would have Kiddo with us, but she's not here today. Down below, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, I am the one and only Bored to Entertain, aka Big Frosty or Jaden.
Woo!
All three of those. You have to say
Big
all three of
Frosty,
those when you
Jaden.
mention me.
Bored to Entertain. Yeah, it's been one after the other in chronological order. Bored to Entertain, Big Frosty, and then Jade. Like
Yes.
he was born and on his birth certificate, it's Bored, middle name 2, last name Entertain. And then over to my lower right hand side, introduce yourself.
essentially,
Shut up over on my
Brian Wolfric.
over here. Introduce yourself.
Okay. Gypsy. I am the QA cat of the one and only Impulse Squared. And sometimes I try and wrangle these 4 goons. 3 goons. We're 3 this time.
She can't count, but she's good at wrangling.
Yeah. I can't count. I'm a
Okay,
cat.
Phil, as you
There
were
are so many comments I could make. Right.
No,
you
So
won't.
Frosty's Frosty's name is rather similar in length to Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore.
Why are we doing
Yes.
this?
Damn.
Holy shit, that's his like whole name. Damn.
Why do you have it memorized and why are you into Harry Potter? You're a grown ass man. You
No,
you
where's my
shouldn't be into
phone?
that. I bet
Lost my
Phil
phone.
knows
Oh my God,
which
he's
house
doing it
in
again.
Hogwarts he belongs
Okay.
in.
All right. My eye is watering. I
All right.
apologize.
Like Phil would be like, I'm a
Why am
Hufflepuff.
I into?
Oh my god, is that a wand?
Because yeah,
I'm a
Make your computer
Hufflepuff.
levitate.
Gypsy, I don't doubt that for a second.
I am not a Hufflepuff. Fuck
it
you.
lights up too. It's a fucking Lumos one.
Oh, what are you, some edgy fucking Slytherin or something like that?
Lumos.
Wow.
Lumos is the light spell.
What are you talking about?
Nox. That's all. Continue.
Why are we talking about this?
We're not talking Harry Potter. We're talking games. We're talking video games. Today we'll be discussing.
You brought it up.
Shut up. What good use is a plan and a script if you don't follow it? Thank you.
There was a script.
Exactly.
Today's- I'm gonna kill someone today.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, don't forget, I'm an improv stand-up. I will strategically interrupt your script. I will strategically
great. That's
fucking
more
derail.
than fine. I'm just waiting for the
I'm gonna go
punchline.
run and get my phone.
Boy, this coffee's delicious.
I get that you're an improv comedian. I'm just waiting for the comedy part.
Cool. That was like
That
negative
was so
6
much
seconds.
easier.
I'm so fast.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
I'm
fat,
back.
Frosty.
Almost
You're
fell and
actually
died.
I'm just kidding.
So, Jake, what are we doing today?
Today we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking more on video games because Impulse Squared is obsessed with video games, and we're all overgrown children.
Yes.
We're first going to be talking about our favorite childhood video games, things from systems way back, and it can even be most recent video games if we find them to be more appealing than our childhood games for some unknown reason, because we're all suckers for nostalgia. And then we're going to get some opinions on the most impactful games throughout the ages. So the most impactful, influential games throughout the N64, the PlayStation 1, PS2, 3, Xbox, all that stuff, leading up until, of course, PC, which is going to be the absolute end game.
Master Race.
And I'll hear no other opinions on that. And it could be about any genre, just whatever. The most impactful games of the ages as so far as we remember. So Gypsy, you're going to be the expert there. And then we're going to be talking about any sort of side projects that we have going outside of Impulse Squared, if applicable. I'm not sure if Phil has anything going. I know Gypsy might have something going. Frosty came in with something going, so hats off to him. Notice I'm not wearing a hat.
Stay on.
And how that relates to Impulse Squared, how that will affect things with Impulse Squared. And it's non-judgmental. We won't hold it against you if you have answers that Phil and I don't like. And at the end, the last topic of every podcast from here on out is going to be non-video game related. And this week we're going to be talking about food, our favorite thing on this planet.
Yeah,
Food.
Hell yeah,
awesome.
hell yeah. So without further ado, Phil, shall we get started on this? I ask you because you own
shall.
So we're visiting the most. All of us want to talk about this because everyone wants to. The most favorite games we have from our respective childhoods. Let's do something differently this week. You're going to start us off, Gypsy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tell us about your favorite childhood video game.
Toe Jam and Earl. I was big into Toe Jam and Earl when I was younger. It was just a vast fascination of good times.
I can't say I've ever heard of it.
Me neither.
Oh my!
I live under a rock, and Frosty's like
you live
14
in a
years
rock.
old.
Yeah, you're all
I get younger
babies,
every day,
you
don't I?
know. I can go a little older. Mirror's Edge,
I know that one.
Portal,
Yep.
things of that game where you have an interesting perspective and you are. It's funny. I hate jump puzzles and MMOs. I love them in actual games.
Oh, I made a mistake.
figure.
Not favorite childhood game. Favorite childhood games, plural. So, Gypsy, you're answering properly without even knowing it. You're answering multiple ones.
Thank you, Jake.
Big
I'm so
brand.
glad I
really
can follow the
Biggest
content.
brand.
Collection. You have a wider
Repertoire?
yeah. So far as game genres go, please excuse me. I also have my day job. I did that earlier. And restaurant work is never easy. So y'all know how it goes if you worked in a restaurant before. I know Phil knows. My man over here has worked fast food. Speaking of fast food, Phil,
And
your favorite childhood video games?
I gotta say probably like Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie
Okay, cool.
And,
Frosty, your turn.
and Holy Magic
I'm
Century.
kidding. What was the
There.
last one?
No, I'm done. No, I'm done. Holy Magic Century.
I have
Nintendo
no
64.
idea what any of
say
those
I
games are.
I can't say I remember that one.
Also known as Quest 64 in America because
Quest 64. I've never had it. I've never had it. Fun fact: one of my favorite childhood games that, of course, I cannot play anymore because Blizzard's a piece of shit was StarCraft, and I found out that StarCraft had actually been available for the N64. I remember getting a copy towards the end of the N64's lifespan.
yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie, fucking awesome choices from the golden era of Rare Entertainment.
Rare. Yeah.
You scratch me, therefore you get to be a stream cat.
It does not.
Oh, little
Your
kid.
pen-
My cat.
He
Probably,
scratched
like,
me, so he gets to be stream
Taking
cat.
over the world.
Frosty, quit being distracted by pussy and go ahead and tell us about your favorite childhood games.
My favorite childhood game.
Okay,
overall,
cool. Now mine are no, I've done the same joke twice. Go ahead, Frosty.
Mine, number one from the top ever since I was born. Also, the first game I have, I think, ever played actually in my life. Guitar Hero 2 and 3. Those two games, amazing. Okay, Guitar Hero 2. First of all, for the soundtrack, of course, the songs that it has in
the
there.
game is about the soundtrack.
Exactly, but that one is the best one. That is the best one with the best songs in my opinion.
Hero 2, yeah.
Yes, and then the third one, the reason I tie that with it is because the third one has probably the best gameplay in my opinion. I really enjoy the Guitar Hero 3.
How is it different?
What? Because there's different things that you can get. There's more stuff, but they don't overhaul it with a bunch of bullshit.
Though. You said gameplay though, like the actual
game stuff, game stuff in the game. Okay, the stuff that there is in the game, the buyable things that don't use real money. Okay, that stuff is the best.
But the whole game is red, blue, red, blue, 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 red, blue, blue, red.
No. There is more to the game. That is Clone Hero. Clone Hero is like that. Okay. Guitar Hero, you can buy cool characters and extra songs and cool guitars and stuff. I remember
Guitar Hero 2, the first character I unlocked was a metalhead. Because of course.
That's a fucking PS2 exclusive character, and that's the one reason why I want to get a PS2 again is because of Metalhead, and he has an awesome gun that is also a guitar, and it's sick.
And he calls this guitar his battle axe, so I'm just like,
couldn't you just ROM it?
You could ROM it, yeah. Dude, Frosty, why don't you just ROM it?
I don't know what ROMing is.
Emulator. I'll go ahead and ask me after the stream. I'll go ahead and let you know.
Okay, bad.
I'll get you hooked up because
I'm sorry, I'm too small brain. Okay, I'm sorry.
I have an N64 emulator. I have the GameCube Dolphin emulator. Oh my god, the number of emulators I have.
He's too young for emulators. Let's not forget that he's from the generation.
I know what an emulator is, okay? I just didn't know the other term for it, all right? I don't go out of my way to do these things. I just play what's given to me.
I'm gonna speak your language.
Oh man.
Is it lit?
I got you. I understand completely. The tat. Yeah. Expelliarmus.
Come on, Jake. Where's yours?
So one of my favorite games from my childhood, depending on how you want to define childhood, when I was a lot younger, it was of course the N64, and I absolutely loved playing Perfect Dark. That was my shit. I loved playing Perfect Dark before the Call of Duty's game started, coming out. I was an FPS gamer before Call of Duty, so I'm like, that's my claim to fame. But after that, when I started getting into PCs at the young age of like 10 or 11, it was StarCraft for sure. I absolutely loved my RTSs. I loved how just how much that game can push the boundaries of someone's performance. Like, okay, so when the first StarCraft tournament started popping up around South Korea and across the US, the Blizzard employees, the developers back then, they weren't such shitty people, so I'm going to talk about them with praises. They were actually worried that the game would break halfway through the competition or something. Like somebody's computer would crash or something halfway through millions of people watching that game because people were doing so many things. It was like 200, 300 actions per minute, just people just commanding like incredible volumes of different units on the screen at the exact same time. They thought like the network would crash. That they did not know what they made. They didn't know what their game was capable of, and it turns out it was capable of so much. It pushed the boundaries of gamer performance, and it was one of the very first games to do so. And that's what I love the most about it. Plus it was more than just rock, paper, scissors. It was more than just point and shoot. There was so many facets about the game at the time that were just so new. That game was really groundbreaking for RTSs as a whole. So that took over my life for like 3 or 4 years. And because it's old enough, I'm young enough. My third childhood game, if you want to go like late childhood,
you
and all
don't
that.
Getting shaped, do you?
When I was 15 years old, it was definitely Star Wars Galaxies. It was my introduction into MMOs, and it was a very steep learning curve. So Star Wars Galaxies, StarCraft, and Perfect Dark. That was my shit.
I want to add one.
Yes.
2. 3. Blood Rain and Devil May Cry.
Blood Rain, yes. Why are you going to stand by the door? I open it for you.
Jesus.
I don't think I've ever actually managed to finish Blood Rain. More because, you know, I get partway through and then I just kind of get distracted by, you know, Blood Rain herself. And,
Yeah, but the outfit unlocks. Come on, that's like half the fun.
well, yeah, no. That's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. The outfits start to, you know, distract me from the actual game. And then it's like,
Yeah, but if
well,
you
this is
finish,
me in a completely other mood. I'm
you
just going to
finish-
hit pause and come back.
Why
Every
is
stream. Phil, this is what I was talking about. Every stream. Every
Fun.
stream. What is it, Xander? What is a baby? What is a baby?
Jake, you know how you said that you were playing FPSs before Call of Duty?
Yep.
You want to know a crazy fun fact?
Yep.
Call of Duty, the first one, is only a few months older than me.
I've been playing FPS longer than you've been alive. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And I'm about to die. Look at the cat behind me. Yes, I see you. Oh, okay.
It's about to ambush you. Just claw into your jugular.
You have a boy.
We all have a really
I-
good selection of
I
video
was
games.
10 years old when I played Counter-Strike for the first time, and that's 20 years ago.
Ooh. Phil, I still have not
I'm
seen you
talking
play
about
like.
all this because I'm too old.
No, I still really want to see you play like an FPS from your perspective, or something that really demands high performance gaming, because I have not seen you do a whole lot of that. Like from your perspective, I would love to see it
Not
at
a
some
whole lot,
point.
no.
You want to know
Because-
what you need if you do high performance gaming? You're going to need some G Fuel.
Do not shill
No,
that
no.
plastic water additive
Oh.
shite.
Yeah, if water
Sponsor me!
plastic is G Fuel.
God damn it, sponsor me!
He's a sucker
It's a
for G
baby.
Fuel. So
Oh,
yeah,
baby.
it seems Phil and Frosty seem to be both sort of arcade types. Gypsy, you seem to lean more heavily towards RPGs, and of course FPS for me. I'm super generic and bland.
Arcade.
Of course, we
What do you
all
mean
have to do the
arcade?
biggest game in the
It's
world.
more adventure.
Yeah, adventure, but also like the gameplay elements of Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie are sort of arcade-ish.
No, they're not. It's a
No, they're not.
collectathon.
Damn.
Yeah, but they do a whole bunch of jump puzzles and figuring shit out. Like, okay, fine, adventure, whatever.
It's all about. I'm
Fine.
into exploring in the world and, you know, finding weird nooks and crannies and interacting with, you know, stupid.
Alright, we get it. Look over. Stop being
Not
funny.
knowing the game, this is like strange.
You gotta look up a walkthrough.
Yes.
Get
I
it.
have
Oh,
to kind of
God, yeah.
take the L on arcade games because Guitar Hero 3 was literally an arcade game.
Yeah, no,
That was
it
Guitar
really
Hero
is. Yeah.
too.
It's so
No, it
dark
was-
you can't see
Oh,
nothing.
they might have
Cat on
done
the
2
back.
and 3. The ones that I've always seen was 3.
It's always the same.
Yeah.
It's just the same fucking game. It's the same gameplay. It's all arcade.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying it's
Wait.
not arcade. I was saying I
Wait.
was accepting it.
I got
Go on,
one we
Gypsy.
can all appreciate, hopefully.
Sure. What is it?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat
Phil!
is fun.
Mortal Kombat!
No, that's the wrong pitch, but good job.
Yes.
Good try.
You A for effort, D for execution. Damn, Phil.
you.
Your neighbors must hate
No.
you.
No, he lives in
probably.
a cinder block.
I mean, I do, yeah, but they can still hear me, you know, down at the back. Not that I care, because, you know, well, look, whenever they get it on, I have to deal with hearing the fucking bed sliding on the floor, so fuck them.
Poor Phil.
You and your neighbors have to put in 50% of the effort.
Right.
Exactly.
My neighbors definitely hate me because I'm up until like 5 in the morning screaming at my monitors. Rip them, I guess. They haven't
My neighbor-
complained though, so.
I live in a
Content
house,
needs
so
to be
like,
made.
I don't have to worry too much about that. But like during my weekends, which are Tuesday and Wednesday, now, I'll just open the window and I'll rattle windows with my base, and I'm just like, yes, I'm a menace to society. Yeah, I'm never growing old. I can't move anymore. I am growing old.
I live with my best friend and her husband, so I am a polite house guest that tries and keep it quiet when someone is sleeping.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Do the bit of.
Otherwise, she and I are loud as fuck because both our offices are right next to each other. Or
Right,
my
right.
bedroom, her office, and
Um, Do you guys live in an apartment? Can I ask if you live in an apartment or
House.
Nice. Nice. You don't have to worry too much about neighbors then.
Well, that's not true. So back when the pandemic started, me and some of my friends in my
of
Star Wars
course.
guild decided to do karaoke. And there's a fun story that around 7 o'clock on one evening we were doing karaoke because I am not a quiet singer. I was raised to sing Broadway. My mother was trained to sing opera, loud.
Nice. I mean, you can't sing
Like 7
opera
o'clock in the evening, Emily got a knock on the door, and it was like, yeah, because they had heard me outside my closed window.
Nice.
And they were like, yeah, can she bring it down? I was like, no, it's a Friday night.
It's
At
7
7
p.m.
o'clock. Like, no. I mean, I
What the
did
fuck?
out of respect so they didn't get, talked crap. But, like, I was just like,
Of course.
really? I hear your hellion children till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
You should have said that.
No, like
I didn't. I was upstairs. I had no idea. I had no idea until Emily was like, hey, yo, we got a complaint. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I have lungs.
The people that own this place, like every, I don't know, like once a month or whatever, they'll have their friends around and they'll all do, SingStar and whatever the fuck.
You should join
So,
us.
just for like, well, I would, but, for like an entire Saturday evening, you just hear, like freaking Chinese power ballads belting out.
Yeah, you just built your own out of the ceiling.
Yeah, but here's kind of an advantage for them, I guess. They own the house on that side, and they own the house on the other side as well. So no one's really going to tell them off.
Can you imagine the owner filing a complaint against himself because his other house is too loud? Worst segue of all time. Let's go ahead and start talking about some of the most impactful games throughout the ages. We started out our childhoods, and now let's move the fuck on in years and talk about some of the most what we think are some of the most impactful games throughout the ages. I keep saying, but I don't know how else to phrase it. Through the years, across time, across space and time. Right on.
Over generations.
And to once again throw a curveball, everyone. Gypsy, go ahead and let's start us off. What do you think are some of the most impactful games throughout the years? Go ahead and name the era and name the game. Tell us why you think so.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty broad question, sir.
Yes, it is. Jasper, if you have any questions going on,
I would always. I would certainly give a nod to like the entire Final Fantasy franchise.
Of course.
I think in a way it certainly gave shape to a very specific genre.
Turn-based RPG, yeah.
I would say like one that really like because it was so different at the time would have been Portal, because you really hadn't seen anything quite like that, and it really brought a whole nerdy culture together. And like you also then had like the boom of music.
Oh yeah,
that came with it. Like if you didn't hear "Still Alive," like who were you?
Yeah, the slew of references. That game is so referenceable, and its take on the puzzle genre is just so unique. It's awesome. It's awesome.
You hear
the song that I still
turtles,
get,
you hear the
I
cake
still
is
get in my
alive.
head from Portal is "This is Aperture. This is Aperture."
Yeah, see, it's like it was really new for its time, and even Portal 2 is good, and it was like it engaged your mind in a different form of play that I really think people still strive to like find that uniqueness, because it was really the first of its kind in that fashion. And it's hard to
dimensional, wasn't it?
I mean, you had like had to figure out different types of goo, and you weren't just looking 2D, you weren't just looking 4D, like you said, you were really looking kind of like, or 3D, you're looking 4D because you had to like think of trajectories and all sorts of like mental mathematics.
Yeah,
and you kind of you laughed even if you failed. Oh no, I have flung myself into the bathtub.
We fucked up. Phil and I still need to do a Portal playthrough, just him and I, because that would be the worst shit ever.
And I mean, there's this whole personification of things like the companion cube, and so many people tried to finish the game.
Yeah.
It was just, to me, that was really like a profound moment in gaming because it was entirely different.
Yeah, any other games
Yeah.
you think were like super impactful, or are you just leaving room for the rest of us?
I will probably think of them because I'm always that person that goes, "Oh, but wait, there's more.
But wait,
there's more.
Billy May style.
I've got a better
Uh,
one."
Yeah, and swapping to Frosty. Frosty, what are you thinking?
Okay, this is probably one that you guys might not expect. Or well, it's like a 2-in-1 games because they kind of both like helped each other impact how gaming has been as of recently. And I was gonna say, I think that PUBG and Fortnite are very big. Like they have changed a lot of shit about gaming, and Fortnite isn't even a game that I really enjoy anymore. And the reason I say that they are big influential games and have changed a lot of stuff within gaming is now you see all these other games that are trying to make battle royales. They want to go along with the mainstream, and battle passes.
Yep.
Almost every new game now has a battle pass in some way, shape, or form. Even fucking when I was playing Genshin, I didn't expect that to have a battle pass. That does for some reason that it's not really that good, but like I don't know.
Of course.
But like I don't know. Every game that I have played recently seems to have a battle pass or have
Frosty,
like-
Frosty, give me a second.
up?
You all right, Gypsy? You doing okay?
Yeah, I was apparently dying slowly inside for a second there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and let you die. Frosty, continue.
Oh, yeah, no, I think that PUBG there was another game I forgot what it was called that was before PUBG, but for me, I remember one of my buddies was like, "Hey, yo, there's a game that just came out that's just like what's it called? Fucking no, I'm blanking. Damn it.
no.
Hunger Games. He was like,
yep.
yeah, it's a game that's just like Hunger Games, and I was like, no way, I need to play this. And I never ended up playing it. And then Fortnite came out, and then that, huh?
Which
I was
one's
talking
like
about
Hunger
PUBG.
Games?
Ooh.
Oh.
That's what he said. PUBG was like, that's what he said. Okay,
Are you
it's
okay,
somewhat.
Kate?
I can understand where he came from for that.
There's a game that is actually just like Hunger Games, and it's.
Also, can I interject real quick?
Go for it.
Do you have another answer?
Jake.
Yeah.
Vampire Vision.
Vampire Vision.
Since what battle
Build those
royales were
godlike
mentioned.
captive
Sorry,
like that.
Frosty, go ahead. I had to I had to earn the rightful death glare.
Feels not happy.
I might be down a partner after the stream.
with PUBG coming out, I never ended up playing that. And then Fortnite came out, which fucking absolutely crushed it. Fucking everybody was playing Fortnite at some point. I mean, I don't know if y'all did or anything, but a lot of people were on Fortnite, especially the younger audience of video games and stuff, which I feel like inevitably kind of ruined it a little bit for me because, you know, getting trashed on by kids who are 10-year-olds that know how to crank a 90s faster than I can fucking get up and run to the bathroom during a stream is crazy. And I don't know. As I said, those two games brought like battle passes and battle royales into the picture of gaming, and it seems like for a while every game was doing those things. So I think that's why those are some really influential games from the more recent years.
Yep. Phil, what do you think? Because those two were pretty lengthy answers. Would you like to remind us to the specifics of the question or of the topic?
No.
Or okay, you got this. Go for it.
As much as I really hate to say it, World of Warcraft. Now, as much as I'm going to agree that PUBG and all are absolutely influential, battle royales as a genre are kind of in the twilight years, whereas there are still WoW clones that are being
coming out left, right, and center, and some still in,
Okay, I'll give it to you.
2.5
some still in
decades now.
development,
We're almost at, man. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the support, Snoopers. You're amazing. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah!
Hey,
Thanks for the sub.
Dylan.
Fuck yeah,
Go crazy.
Dylan, my homie.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
Yes,
Yeah, World of
yeah.
Warcraft was huge for
Yeah,
MMOs.
like,
Are
World of
there going to be WoW
Warcraft is
clones
huge.
for There could be WoW clones for decades.
There's still
now.
going to be WoW clones.
Yeah.
Like even when we are completely grey and we can't manage to pick ourselves up from a bed without a nurse carrying us from there to our chairs, there will still be freaking WoW clones coming out. Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Fair.
Still going to be WoW
Warcraft
clones.
World of Warcraft is definitely really influential. I think rightfully so.
And
as much as I don't like how much that game turned out, I think rightfully so, because when it came out, it was actually pretty intuitive. It was pretty easy to pick up. The learning curve wasn't too high.
Yeah. No, like again, modern day World of Warcraft, no, absolutely not. But for what it did when it came out, for what it gave to the world, oh my god.
Oh yeah. And as much as you and I praise other MMOs, Star Wars Galaxies being our go-to example.
Yeah.
There's a very high learning curve. It was kind of hard to pick up and play the game because the controls were a little jank, but World of Warcraft streamlined all those controls, and it was beautiful.
Yeah. Like to the point that Galaxies, you know, even with the NGE, hate it or love it, you know, even
I'm being beaten.
Thank you, surfers.
Oh god. He's going crazy,
Lordy.
isn't he?
He's splashing me off the water. I passed him in subs, and then he's passing me in subs.
He will always win.
David, 7-1, which DJ Currumbin, and you socks. You socks.
Socks?
You socks.
I mean,
like Gamer Boy socks.
We know exactly. We know why they're sub now, don't we?
I feel like you socks is Killer's alt account or something.
Right?
Or Gypsies. Gypsy, you got something you want to tell us?
Yeah, I was just looking at the different subs and noticing like 3 of them are my friends.
Yep. I shall never win. You just watch, my man. You just watch. Even
I'm
if you get me on subs,
clearly.
I got you on bits. Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't have said that.
Damn. Which thanks for the follow. We appreciate you. I hope you're enjoying the show so far.
Yeah, man.
If y'all want us to talk about anything specific, go ahead and let us know. I'll go ahead and text the chat and then yell at them and talk about it. I actually, when it comes to like really influential games throughout the ages, I'm sure I know of at least 10 of them. Unfortunately, right now I can't name a single one. Phil jacked my answer from me with World of Warcraft.
Damn.
Well, can I help you? I'll give you some.
Well, hey, hi, I wasn't finished. We all got distracted by the wonderful generosity in chat. But I wasn't finished because, you know, WoW is one.
That's right. It takes him a while to finish.
World of Warcraft is one.
Half-Life.
It does, yeah, it does. It's the antidepressant now, you know. It fucks with my heart and makes me have to slow down and take a break here and there.
Yeah, it's true.
So, you know, WoW. WoW.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, even with Galaxies, you know, with the NGE, love it or hate it, they saw WoW's success and they decided, hey, we need to make our game more like that.
Beautiful game. It was so fun to play as far as Galaxies.
Yeah, no. Like for a while, it pulled in more people because of it.
Yep.
And you know, the second game that I'm gonna name drop is RuneScape, because it took the grind genre, it took the adventure genre, it took that narrative thing that, you know, all the Eastern MMOs have been doing for God knows how long, and it made it more accessible to Western audiences.
Yeah.
And they were the ones to pioneer that shit in the West and actually make it something attractive that people wanted to log in day after day.
Yes. Absolutely, and it helped that there was such a friendly community too, because while everyone's grinding, really not doing a whole lot, so you had all the time in the world to go ahead and just shoot the breeze with that person grinding next to you, or when you're just passing someone on the other option, you're just like, hey, good luck, and they'll be like, hey, you too, and then just go along your way.
Like you know,
be around for a while bit. So if you decide to come back, you know, throw us on in the background or something while you do your thing. Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be on for a while. And we do this every Saturday. So tune in. Yeah. Thank you so much for the support, man. Appreciate you. Okay, so I finally
one?
Like,
otherwise I can help you.
On the whole community.
I got one, Gypsy.
Okay.
On the RuneScape community, and there are still people now that I keep in touch with, like, after fucking 20 years. It's not any in-depth relationship or whatever, but it's like, hey, how you doing? Oh my god, hey, have you been back to RuneScape? It's like, yeah, I played it a little last year. Oh, hey, that's cool. What do you do? What are you playing now? Oh yeah, doing this, that, blah blah blah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, did you ever get that university degree you were going for? Yeah. I got that. Cool. Oh, hey, wow.
Yep.
It's just like little.
Yep, I have a couple
It's
friends
like
that.
yeah. It just created a whole bunch of people that I keep in touch with over coffee, pretty much, and then we go back to our lives.
Those are like the best friends to have because it's like aside of my friendship with Phil, of course, but like they're a close second because it's non-committal, and y'all know I love my non-committal things. Speaking of non-committal things, I finally have my answer. I have two answers. Number one are games that hybridize genres. Okay. So I want to go ahead and throw Phasmophobia in there. I'm going to go ahead and throw in Phasmophobia because it's both a puzzle game and it's a horror game. It was beautifully done. I think it was a very unique take. Phasmophobia clones are coming out left, right, and center. We got Ghost Hunter Scorpion. We got Devour. What was
that one with that disgusting lunch lady character?
I think it was just lunch lady. I'm not sure, but I know which one you're talking about.
Have y'all played Phasmophobia in VR before?
I have once. I will never do it again.
Horrible.
Horribly
scary. That
very
shit
frightening.
is terrifying.
But games just in general that
hybridize in VR, but I've done real life ghost hunts, so
I want to do a real life ghost hunt. That'd be cool.
It wasn't VR, it was IR. Or AR, actual reality. There was no IRL, there was only FK. But my second game is, and I'm going to throw this out there because there's also clones of this game, and it's also a relatively recent one. Son of a bitch, Dylan, you threw me up. Past me.
Oh,
son of a fuck.
Yeah, shit.
Damn it. I lost my touchdown in both sections.
This is why you don't say anything, because he will go out of his way to beat you in subs and bits.
The name Noshami should be synonymous with number 1, and now it's just number 2. I am poop.
Good job. Now you have to go spend your hard-earned monies on subs to yourself.
Yep. Anyway, fuck me. Thanks, Dylan. I appreciate you. The second game I want to mention because there's so many clones coming out for it, and it's sort of a new-ish type of video game. It's an older style game, like with board games, but a newer style video game. Enough of the drum roll. Among Us. So online social deduction games have blown the hell up because of Among Us. You have Goose Goose Duck or Duck Goose Duck or
Duck Goose,
whatever bird.
Or in Minnesota, Grey
version
Duck.
of Among Us came out on Steam a little bit after Among Us, and then you have Deceit, which is a hybrid of Among Us and I guess horror, but more
kind of like The Village, maybe
a little bit. Yeah. There's also Aggro rather, which is another social deduction games have blown way up, and Among Us was leading that. So Phasmophobia and Among Us, I think are the two answers I'm going to give, but I think those are pretty lowball answers, if only because I have nothing else to offer.
I have 2 to add.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just 'cause I thought of them. Well, 3, but one I'm not so sure is much of a game per se, but Minecraft.
I'm gonna say
Minecraft was huge.
Made it survival. Yeah.
I don't play
that's
it,
a big one.
but you watch people doing things, and it's just insane.
Hundreds of millions of views a day dedicated to Minecraft videos every day on YouTube since 2011.
Speaking
it
of,
is blown up, and it is never going to stop because it's the OG of that genre. It's the OG of that genre.
New Minecraft content coming out very, very, very soon.
Yeah,
lots of awesome Minecraft content.
He does a lot of Minecraft content. He's doing a vanilla 1.18 thing right now. So go ahead and check out twitch.tv/board to entertain. Big shout out to him. Big Frosty is doing big moves, and I'm super proud to have him as part of the Untitled squad. And I'm really happy to be working with him and to have collaborated with him as much as I have, and I look forward to more projects in the future.
Join the fucking Minecraft server,
my channel.
Yeah, and let's not forget with Minecraft too. That is the first indie game that sold its license and property to a larger developer for over $1 billion.
Yep.
Notch became a billionaire just like
when it got sold to
Notch is never gonna have to work another day in his life ever.
I'm pretty sure Notch wasn't that good of a person. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, he's like he's all right, I guess. This is kind of
He said some really weird things on Twitter.
He's a common internet troll that got super successful.
He's Dutch.
He's also Dutch.
He's Dutch.
And as we know from
That's your
Metalocalypse,
explanation.
Didn't know we had to hate for the Dutch, but okay.
That's a reference to Metalocalypse. I don't hate the Dutch.
I was referencing Austin Powers, but
Okay. So
I love a good Danish.
Born Gypsy.
I'm just mixing everything up. Gypsy, you had other answers.
Another one is amnesia and that whole thing. Like those really kicked off on this whole very specific survival horror, which a lot of big stream names cash in on that and really made their names.
Did Phil and I just drink at the same time?
PewDiePie, we did.
Yeah, Markiplier and PewDiePie, people of their sort. Jacksepticeye really expanded too with games like Amnesia.
Daz.
Yes.
Daz.
I got a shout out to my boy. I love that man. I think he's so
Daz
funny.
the fluffy one?
Yes. I'm sure he'd appreciate you. To be clear, I don't know him for real, but I wish I did. He seems like a jolly person to be friends with. The one I was going to say is not really a game, but it really kind of was a thing of its own, would be Second Life.
Okay. The purely social style.
Yeah, it's purely like it's more like it's a social kind of like glorified chat room, but like it really was a thing of its own, and it's still around. And like it's just there have been things like it, but there's never been anything quite the same.
Yeah,
because
you can't capture lightning in a bottle twice, you know that.
Yeah.
But that was my kind of like, it's there because
like VR chat. VR chat comes the closest, and that's about it, really.
Oh yeah, and it was very close. It was very close. VR chat's still going strong.
Yeah,
but
just like
fun game. But I wish VR chat had like less people who will just sit in front of a mirror and do nothing, and more people who would like. It's outrageous. It's getting worse and worse every day. People just sit and do nothing, and it's like, come on, you can be anyone that you want. You can do anything that you want.
You know they're not doing nothing, right? Like one of their hands is occupied.
Yeah.
Please no.
Yes.
Oh, please. We're not.
9 times out of 10.
Gypsy, Gypsy, what do you think half of the people are doing in Second Life? 80% of people are doing in Second Life, Gypsy.
Don't look at me because I am sweetness and light. I know not these things.
Nobody was accusing you of anything, but now that you're saying that, we
people doing evil things with haptic vests.
Gypsy. You got some.
I'm staring at the camera too.
You got to answer the
I
question.
feel attacked. Help. Help me.
You brought it on yourself. No one was accusing you of anything, and then you're like, "I am sweet and innocent." And it's like, well, now we got questions. After today, Gypsy will no longer appear on CasterSquared content because she is an absolute not innocent person.
Wait, doesn't that mean that we would want her here more? Because I mean, hey, have you not noticed the mood and the vibe that we're going for? Y'all try to do something different, and I'm back here like, hey, the fuck you on about? Well, we're all humans here. No, sex is fine. We're discussing sex. God damn it.
Hold on, who is discussing sex? Never mind.
Where did this come
Hold on, Jake. We'll tell you about it when you're old enough.
Yeah, look, it's okay. Don't worry. Look, you know when the only virgin in the room feels safe to go, yeah, sex. That's where you know we have hit our peak stride.
Chat, I need y'all to keep me strong. I need y'all right now.
So moving away from that, because let's save Gypsy. You're welcome.
I'm too pale to blush, so we're fine.
Yeah, right. I think now's a good time to move on to our next topic. Phil, what do you think?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Before that, we got to talk about a sponsor a little bit. We got 2 sponsors today, Audible and Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is now a novel read on people by Audible. Phil Millennial reads that book, and then go ahead and get it. Purchase it for $69.69. 4 payments of that. 420 payments of that. Got it.
This is a meme. Okay.
This is a meme. Yeah. I
was like, wait, did y'all actually get a sponsor?
No.
We'll get
That'd be
there.
awesome. Oh yeah.
No, one company will
This
take a look at
sponsors.
us and
Hey,
they'll
yo,
be like,
speaking
we
of,
do not want our content associated
G
with them.
Fuel and also Soda
Oh my
Stream.
god! Stop
Bam.
selling your soul for G Fuel. G Fuel
I'm
doesn't give a
not.
fuck
I
about you.
can't sell my soul because I
dependable-
don't have one.
Because you're a ginger?
Yes.
You said it, not me. Phil,
What?
What is he doing?
Why is it
What is
awkward now? I
happening?
made the joke about myself.
What is
You know
Phil, we
what?
have a potential PR disaster on our hands. Please get
My-
serious.
my
I need
welcome?
your help.
Okay.
I need your help here. Phil, I need you.
Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. What did I do?
No.
No, you did. You're fine. I'm panicking. Phil is losing his sandwich.
Oh, that's what's wrong. My
Um,
head. Okay. All right. There we go. Better.
No, I'm just shoving this in between the two gaps in my teeth, like, you know.
And absolutely annihilating your wizard wand.
Yeah, it looked like it was going.
How is
through
it
your
gonna
teeth.
choose you and then you're gonna break it?
God, Phil, that is
What is happening?
that is pretty.
Oh
cool.
wow.
Gypsy,
That's
I
cool.
don't know.
What
I
the
had a
fuck?
plan. I tried Gypsy. I tried so much, but like I said, I'm dumb, and I can't get these two to behave.
Shit.
One's a child and the other's childer.
She's childer, that's for sure.
I'm just child.
It is.
Yeah.
Phil is definitely the
I
bigger
just wanted
child.
to have a nice family gathering.
Family.
Look, I'm just sitting here like Adam
Come on.
Savage. I'm just goofing off.
I know you.
It's actually true. The less facial hair that you have, the more child you are.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't kill me,
I will
please.
Feels like
Anyway,
government
what
last
was the next topic?
The next topic
have been fired.
would have been. Thanks, Frosty. See you later. Good luck.
Okay, later, dudes.
Speaking of firing Frosty, we're gonna.
Okay, I'm actually going back.
Go
I had to
on.
play into the meme. I'm back.
Go
You
back.
gotta
Turn on
change
your
the.
camera.
Okay.
Be professional.
Oh,
Speaking of firing Frosty, we're talking about side projects here.
Oh.
And because
Is that your guys'
he's-
side project?
he's the man with
See,
1,000 plans.
Say that, but no. Hold on. After Raid Shadow Legends in the program, you have number 7. I seem to remember the place I was born.
Is that on the list?
Yeah.
That's on
Are
the
you-
list.
What
So
does
you
that
remember last
mean?
week when I worked the list? When I worked the list last week and I didn't know what I was written down, I did the same thing again this week and I don't know why.
What
Are
was
you
the
drunk or
Spongigo's
high?
wee
Were you
wees?
writing?
I still want to know what that
level
was.
of incapacitation are you at?
Hold
to
up, I need to
write
find
shit
this
like
list.
this?
I need to find this
Gypsy,
list. Is
if
it
you
okay
want
if
my
I put the
total-
list on the stream?
Gypsy, if you want my total honesty, like I'm gonna bare my soul to you for a second. I am so fucking tired and exhausted.
I'm gonna do it.
Life has been rough lately, and I'm fucking like losing it. Like I swear.
So why don't you just do
Sponge-
a small synopsis of what you expect after
Sponge
each,
gargle wee wees.
Sponge gargle wee
We
wee.
tried.
Sponge
Yeah, last
gargle wee
week-
wees.
Last
What
week
the
it was how
fuck
did
does
I
that
work it
even
last week?
I'm
mean?
so
Untitled
sorry,
Chapter
guys.
is Phil's thing. That's what Phil calls idiots. Particularly people who fuck up things for the whole group. When you're doing like group content,
no.
like a dungeon and
And
an
anyone-
MMO or something.
Any,
Spun Gargle
anyone
movies are
that is an
people-
anyone that is an expensive generic waste of space and oxygen can be applied to objects as well.
Okay, so me.
Okay, so it was black holes are the Pokeballs of the universe, spun gargle wee
Yeah.
gas canisters, and I don't know why I'd written that down. But this week, what
Very
had I
different
written
things.
down? Raid Shadow Legends.
Remember the places that I lived?
Yeah, I seem to remember the place I was born. Go ahead and
Go
give me
ahead
some
and get me
juice.
some juice. Buy a Porsche. If you absolutely had to cut a corner in video game making,
Hold on.
say you're
That's an
working for a
actual
big
question.
company,
Shut up. That's an actual question. That's an actual
we
question.
may as well go through the whole thing at this point because I don't know what the fuck topic you're going to turn into. I seem to remember the place I was born. Go ahead and get me some juice or buy a Porsche. The last thing on the fucking bill is number 10. So we may as well fucking announce it.
No, because we still have project. We still have things in number 4.
Side
I'm going off.
projects. We had a
object number
topic.
4. We still have things to talk about on number 4. I don't know what
Oh.
5 through 9 is, but remember 9 by a Porsche. I told you before we started the podcast, but I think before Gypsy and Frosty got here, that I replaced by a
Right.
Porsche with pre-podcast flatulence.
Chad, I
give
have no
up.
clue what's
Before I
going on
get
anymore.
fired, I'm just gonna quit. I'm quitting. Done. Bye.
No, Frosty, we love you. You have to stay. What about our side content?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why
Yes.
we don't let Jake
Side
be the
content's still
secretary and
happening.
why I usually do the secretarial duties.
Yeah, but then I try to be the secretary and I actually do a good job of it. Like what I do good at, you fuck up.
Well, which one of you looks better in the pencil
How?
skirt?
Ooh. Me.
Shut up,
Me?
Frosty. No, me.
Hey, I'm orange. At least I
Next
have that
week
going.
on Impulse Squared fashion show.
Hey,
already
I'll get a
win.
pencil skirt. Just don't forget that I don't wear anything underneath.
We
so
should
if
do
the
a
fan
photo.
blows it
Oh
up
my
or
God.
anything, that's all on you.
I didn't know
We
you
need
said
to get
pencil
wacky
skirt. I
outfits
thought you
next
said like
time.
base on a shirt or something. It's definitely Phil in the pencil skirt. Like he looks better in one, absolutely. If I were one, I'm not wearing a pencil skirt. I'll wear a kilt.
No,
I'll rock a kilt.
no.
I'm the
Are
one
we
with
doing
the
wacky
sporty shirt.
outfits
I
next,
think you're
Secretaries
right.
don't wear
next
kilts.
podcast? Because I got an outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's coordinate outfits and like form like the American flag or something. I'll be the stars.
I'm just gonna
and
put it out there. I'm gonna say this
y'all can
now,
do red and
so
blue
y'all
red
don't
and,
freak out
white
next time.
stripes. I'm revoking my own American card. Red and blue stripes. Fuck me. I forgot my own flag.
Just
Oh, no, I fucked up.
Just so you guys do not freak out at me the next time. I'm gonna say this now. The outfit is not TOS, and that's all I gotta say.
You are not allowed to wear it then.
It's not
Gotta be
assless
TOS friendly.
chaps. It is TOS
Oblivion.
friendly. It is. It is.
Ow, fire.
What do you mean
Right.
non-TOS?
No, it is not TOS. So it
Oh.
is. Oh wait.
So
wait,
it is
it's okay.
appropriate.
It's okay. It's okay. It is. Oh,
Why
and then
bring
K.
it up? You're like, hey, I'm just gonna assure you guys right now, it's
Because-
not gonna be a problem. And that's all I'm gonna
because-
say. It's like,
Because
why? Why would you
because
say that in the first
Be-
place?
be-
It never had been a problem in the
because
first place.
I
If
don't want you to.
fuck up.
I don't want you to think that it is right when we do the
No
stream.
one
So you're
thought it
like,
was gonna
"Ah,
be."
you can't wear this. But no,
Nobody
it's gonna
thought
be
it was
okay.
gonna be-
It's not gonna be wee wees. It's not gonna be wee wees.
I'm just gonna wear a corset and a schoolgirl skirt and be done with it, okay?
I'm fine with that.
Listen,
Do
sex
that.
sells me as well, right?
I may as well ride the train.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
side projects. Frosty.
yes, I was gonna say
Side
Frosty first, just
projects.
the man with 1,000 plans. Frosty, go ahead and start us off on this one. And the next
So
topic,
for
Phil,
me-
I'm gonna have you start us off.
For me, some side projects that I have going on is, first of all, editing the new Halo series. Haha! Halo Reach is up first. Next, it's going to be Combat Evolved, and then so on. Not doing Halo Wars or Halo 5 because I am not buying Halo 5 just to play it. Because who the fuck is going to buy Halo 5? Okay. That's a lie. That is a lie. Keep your hand down.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, another side project that I need to do is my little logo, who's like, "Fuck you, yeah, that guy." I need to make it so he's
A
like,
little anarchist
"Fuck
touch, yeah. Impulse
you."
approves. Impulse approves, Phil.
we do.
Numero dos for the second channel. I need to have it have two fingers instead of just one finger. It's gonna be two. And then I'm also looking into making chiptune music, or chiptune 8-bit music. And specifically one thing that I want to try to get into is redesign, like taking the Minecraft music, making it chiptune, but making it more like upbeat and like hyped than
So
just...
you're thinking like more old school, like NES, like Super Mario
Yes.
Brothers style music,
Yes.
like perfect. Okay,
Because that's the style of music my whole channel is going.
if
right
if
now.
I can suggest something, go ahead and get in touch with Kayla. Go ahead and get in touch with
Okay.
Kayla. She's super talented when it comes to music. Go ahead and get in touch with her. She can probably help you out. I don't know if she does
Awesome.
electronic stuff though.
Yeah, I'm just using LMMS or something like that. I think that's what
Right.
it's called.
Because
For a DAW.
all I can do is grind up synths and then make a dubstep. That's all I can do. So
Yeah, hell yeah.
So yeah, hit up Kayla. She's really talented. You know, UI UX designer, music composer. There's not a thing she can't do. She's basically Tony Stark.
Man. Yeah, those are all my side projects as of right now, and there's a few things coming out, and also Minecraft videos. That's also a thing.
Which is all part of the Board to Entertain project, which
Yes.
is your main project.
It's like sub projects for the main one.
Right. I like that. So Board to Entertain is your main project, and of course Impulse Squared you consider at the size, but you consider at the side. But from like my perspective, I would say like Impulse would be the main project, and then Board to Entertain would be like an equal project or something like that. Just from my perspective. I understand from your perspective, Impulse is definitely a side project, which we're more than open to,
Yeah.
Like I said, come and go as you please.
But I'm gonna put every ounce of effort into the things that I have to do for
Absolutely.
each project.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
We expect nothing less, and that's why you're on board. We don't see you slacking or
Yes.
cutting corners or anything like that, which is pretty awesome, dude. Pretty awesome.
Yes, gotta have all
Um,
them corners.
Instead of going to Gypsy this time, we're gonna go hit up Phil. We're gonna hit up Phil. We're gonna go a little crossways this time. Phil,
Sure.
you got any side projects going on? Anything you want to monetize? Any hobbies you're trying to get money from, or side streams? Anything?
I mean, Impulse is kind of my main project. And really the only project right now, aside from, you know, like doing a little bit of studying and such, and trying to go for a diploma and all that kind of thing.
Of course, yeah. Can I say what you're going for?
Yeah, go for it. Project management.
Yeah, project management. We talked briefly about project management, which I assume will be very, very useful for Impulse Squared. You did things kind of in a reverse chronological order, like you went for the marketing first, and then you're going for project management. But it's just like, oh yeah, fine, fair enough. I can't say I don't. I know much about project management from an academic standpoint. I have experience. Look at everything you're going to school for. I've done a couple times at least. But project management, yeah, I have done it.
Well, here's the thing. You know, again, it's all. Even the marketing is, you know, it's all stuff I've done. I just don't, you know, have the certificate saying, oh, wow, you know, he's actually been trained to do it. Yeah, go ahead and apply for it.
Yeah. So, if you're in Kansas, go to Kansas City. Hit up Ink by Jay. The tattoos are dope. Yeah, the man owns a brick of. Fuck it. We're not talking about tattoos. Phil. I already called him Phil. Gypsy.
Excuse you.
So why are you insulted? It's Phil.
I don't know. Not
It's
a
better
whole
than
lot
him mistaking you as
yet.
Kayla.
I'm working on some things, but I have not really a point where there's any announcing them, aside from getting ready to do and likely stream statics for Final Fantasy whenever my
Can you
crew
say that
gets ready.
again? Unlikely stream what?
I will likely stream raids for Final Fantasy.
Right. Okay. I thought you said unlikely
Once my
stream sets
group
for Final Fantasy. I was like,
Gets
what?
prepared.
But yeah, streaming raids that'd be pretty awesome. I would love to do that. And hey, you ever get a channel up? I'll go ahead and add you to the auto host list for Impulse Squared, so that way you're automatically hosted. You're on a channel.
Yeah.
And definitely show you some support and go ahead and let my friends to visit you, because I love being around you. I love having you on with us. I think you're super entertaining. I think you should definitely stream. You definitely have the voice for it too. So 100%,
Well,
100%
thank
full
you.
support. I know Phil supports you because you're his partner, but also, like, even if he wasn't, he would, like, I don't know, view 5 minutes of you and be like, not only is she cute, but she's super entertaining. So I don't.
And I make you mad. On
I
occasion,
feel like
You make me mad.
I
yeah,
feel
you
like that is a I feel like that is a very accurate summation of my character.
Yeah.
If I don't have some kind of personal investment in someone, I will give them 5 minutes. Go, oh, okay, yeah, sure, go for it. Yeah, they're cool, they're great,
She's cute. I
and
do
then
it.
get on with life. Yeah, right. Wood tap.
Go with a little call spade.
That's what I said the first time I watched Prostate for 5 minutes. I was like, yep, wood tap.
Hey, yo, whoa.
I'm like barely 5 years old, man.
Wait, no, hold on.
I am 18. I'm 18.
Oh yeah, the beat video
Why don't
where
you
the
have a
X
seat?
guy's breaking in. If
call
you're breaks
Chris
into the
Hansen
window
over
through the
here.
ceiling, fucking
FBI.
door and everything. Or yeah, I walk into a house. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. Why don't you
I
have a
made
seat?
some cookies. Would you like some?
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Have a seat. I actually would like Chris Hansen's voice.
No, I don't think I really need a seat. Well, look, have a seat. Why don't you tell me a little about what you're doing here? Have a seat. And every time they have a fucking seat, there's only like 2 times that they manage to resist. Have a seat and bail out the door to just get nabbed by the cops.
Oh, you need to watch more. You need to watch so
Jeez.
much more. There's so many more
What's
interesting
really
and
unfortunate-
hilarious.
Oh yeah. I've seen a few clips, but I on
yeah.
YouTube. I was just bored, perusing the YouTube rabbit holes and all that. And came
Mhm.
across that, and watched a few clips. And I was reading through the comment section as one does. And I read a comment, which is an unfortunate truth, is that you can only really, like, legally they only get punished for, like, intent to do something. Like,
Mhm.
they would have done it. They would have gone through with it.
Right.
Their fuck shit, as Frosty likes to put it, and I've been putting it lately. They they fully intend to do that fuck shit, but you can only get them on intent, which is it's like they get put away for maybe a couple of years, if they get slapped with probation or something, depending on what state they live in. It's some fuck shit. Like they need to be put away for like 20 or
Fuck
30
those
years, not 2 or
people.
3.
Don't touch
mean-
little kids. That's bad.
I
Yeah,
mean, if I thought it would actually do more good, I would go and join up one of those like the Discord teams where they go and like sniff out the predators. Because I can
Yep,
take
yep,
a
yep.
voice.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
part of. I'm part
I
of
can repeat you.
several. I'm a part of. And, it is actually a problem that isn't too prevalent because a lot of people like snitch on each other for that shit. But it used to be a much bigger problem in the role play community. I'm a part of a bunch of Discords. I have banned maybe 2 or 3 people in the last couple years because they were like being very predatory. I went ahead and banned them. If I had any information on such as a phone number, I would try to look that up, leave an anonymous tip, be like, hey, this motherfucker's doing some fuck shit. It's unfortunately a big part of Discord. I wouldn't know how to get started on that, Gypsy. Otherwise, I'd try to point you in the right direction. But yeah,
I know who I could point. If I could research more about like what actually the legality and the impact is, which I've been looking into it. I already know some people like a contact. Like I watch a few.
There's a number of legal things to do. I'm sure. I'm
sitting right here.
Well, also because you don't. The thing you want to be careful of is that like you also want to find out what the legality is and what the actual legal impact is if you catch somebody. Because the worst thing you want to do is make it harder on actual law enforcement.
Yeah,
it's kind of like trying to do the right thing, but
you got to be very careful.
Like the YouTube people who go and try to catch people, like they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna be vigilantes and catch these guys.
No. I was about to say the exact same thing, Frosty. Like I ran into the same problem when I was trying to look into the legalities of being a bounty hunter. Like, because I took a genuine interest in that for a couple of years. I found out you need to do all the schooling. You need to lawyer the fuck up. You need to have a big budget if you need any more legal help. You need to get in touch with at least 2 lawyers. You
need to have a legal team of 5 on standby.
And just outside of the paperwork too, it's like you better have a couple officers known in your head and on your cell phone on a first name basis. Like being a bounty hunter is not easy to get into. It is not an easy profession to maintain. It doesn't pay a lot. So I went ahead and fell out of that pretty quick. If it paid more, I'd definitely be about it. But yeah, you run into that same thing, and yeah, making things harder for authorities or even courts, especially courts. That's probably the most important part because that's what gets these fuckboys put away. It's a very delicate process.
Yeah, very much is.
And the depressing thing is that despite all the evidence and whatever that I suppose I'm going to have to say, evidence that a lot of the Discord communities and all of that actually get on these people, at the end of the day it becomes inadmissible and it kind of just gets tossed out as hearsay. Despite the fact that if said Discord communities had decided to just forward it along to whoever was actually handling that case and putting it all together to add everything against that person, it would have actually helped. But the whole vigilante style and everything it doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. No.
That's part of the double-edged sword. That is the courts. That is written law.
Still, we at Impulse Square do not support fuck shit.
No, we don't support most fuck shit. Most fuck shit. I do privately. We call each other names that. No, I'm just kidding.
I do have an odd story though. When I was 17, there was a photographer woman in Texas who wanted to. Who wanted to fly me over to Texas, have me dress up as Jafar from Aladdin, do a shoot, and then
play some Twister.
Play some nude Twister. Do some nude yoga positions.
Yeah, it sounded similar when I was about 15 years old. I wish I'd known better at the time, and then I realized, like, it clicked in my head later on. I was like 4 years later. I was like, oh!
I was actually like.
The thing is, I knew exactly what it was. We were dirty talking each other, and that it's not like there wasn't informed decisions being made in that. But at the same time, it's kind of like, wait a minute, you're 35 and you're trying to get a 17-year-old. Hold on, wait, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yep. So I don't know how we ended up on the topic. Oh, I was trying to get off this topic, but yeah.
We don't have to. I don't have my story. It's fine.
Okay, let's if it's
Okay, well, I was just gonna say that I was like 13 or 14, like back when I had just started getting online, and it was a guy that was trying to be my dom, and he talked to me on the phone, and tried to convince me to come visit in Vegas, and he had other girls apparently, and I, not thinking, was ballsy enough to go to my mother and try to explain this situation. And so the next time that we were on the phone, she snatched the phone out of me and it was like, I need to know who you are and why are you talking to my teenage daughter. Never heard from him again.
Meanwhile,
yay mom.
Yay
mom.
What's up, man? No, I'm just kidding. Frosty, I'm gonna hit you up later. We're gonna talk on the phone. I do not.
What it do? What it do?
I thought I would tell a joke. I was like, "Oh, this is a perfect opportunity." The voice in my head didn't even speak up at that time to tell me to stop. It just said, "You know what? Go for it."
I mean, hey,
and now it's on the internet forever.
Hey, I'm the one that's got family doing time for it, so wouldn't it be expected of me more?
Just very quick. Frosty is of legal age. I can joke like that with him.
Yes,
you have
that
to
is
clarify
true.
this. These are all fun and game jokes.
I am about to be 19 in like a few days.
Yeah. But happy early birthday. Go ahead, let me know when your birthday is.
It is on the 27th.
Right on.
The 27th.
I should have subbed to your channel on the birthday. Damn. No, but I subbed to Frosty's channel a couple days ago.
We'll have to do well, you're probably doing your own birthday stream, but I was gonna say if not, we'll do a birthay game.
Yeah, we can do something.
Yeah, hit me up if you guys have any ideas. Because I do not have any.
You in deceit for your birthday.
No, I don't want to know.
All right, so getting off the fuck shit topic.
Isn't this more of the avoid fucking shit topic than the fuck shit topic?
Yeah. Don't fornicate with feces, ladies and gents.
Hey.
So if
I want to enjoy Greek style, I'm enjoy Greek style. Get the fuck out of it.
We're not going down this path.
Shit.
We're not going down this path. We're gonna Jake.
I'm firing Phil from his own company.
Yes, I'm the top right again. I shall be awesome. Keep your goddamn camera off. I want to stay up here.
No, Phil's got to be in that slot. Phil, turn on your camera again. Okay, yeah, Phil's got to be in that slot.
We'll turn this whole podcast around.
Although I do organize and run the program, he does own the company, so he has to be the co-host and has to occupy the co-host spot.
He's just here because he owns it. Because
Yes,
but that doesn't mean that I can replace you. Just kidding, I can. Jake is Jake is a beautiful man with a bigger beard than me. I am not.
I mean, hey, look, we are an equal opportunity employer, and we employ based on meritocracy. So hey, if you do better than him, yeah, I will employ you instead of him.
By the way, Frosty, I see your arm. Just like with Phil, I would snap you.
Hey, look at this. There's a little definition. There's a little bit there. Look at that.
Hey. You know, I was strict. Phil, you got nothing.
Look at these twigs. Look at these twigs.
I'm
got really strong twigs.
I have my own source of power.
It's just anger. Just short person anger. I'm right there with you.
I mean, there's that, yeah.
That short person anger is called little dog syndrome.
Right.
So
Phil's.
The flame.
He's the impulse chihuahua.
I see the fire in his eyes.
I was
said
about
nothing. I don't die in the situation.
Beat the shit out of all of you at the same time.
Oh, will you?
Yo quiero impulse squared.
I don't know if I could. Honestly,
are we forgetting that I was a furniture mover?
Did you forget that I was a ginger?
We're so
not once. For 5 fucking years, asshole.
I mean, at one point in time is what I'm saying. It doesn't take a lot to be a furniture mover. I did it too.
It's only been 2 years ago.
Ginger all my life. I'm a professional now. But I don't know if I could take all three. I'm pretty sure I could.
Not when I have this.
Maybe two of you at the same time.
What do you do? Are we pulling? We're not pulling out swords again. We're not doing this because then Phil's not going to stay in his seat.
Okay.
I mean,
Jake,
I can't
next
just
one.
do this.
You can't beat
slide
me
back
when I have this.
Gypsy, how was your day?
Or go back here.
It was
Oh, he has the axe.
Ultra heavy. I have my headphones on backwards. Ultra heavy bass guitar that'll smash your face open.
I'm suddenly in the right ear channel.
We can't hear anything, Jane.
Oh, my mic suppressed it. God damn it, Discord.
Okay, it's your MIDI controller, dude. Oh, you don't have one?
Discord doesn't like music. Confirmed.
My day was lovely.
I hear you. So, Gypsy, you got some side projects in the making. You got something planned out. You got something that might launch. That will most likely, like, is it a for sure thing at some point, or is it like you tumble in your head every so often? Or
Oh no, at some point we are going to do a static, and I will stream it.
nice.
So that will happen.
Hey, if you need any hands, if you need help, if you need a co-commentator, anything, go ahead and let me know. I'm more than willing to help out in however way I can. And of
Do you
course,
know anything about Final Fantasy?
from what standpoint? From what context? The gameplay wise, or
Go download.
Yeah, they're going to be Final Fantasy raids.
I don't know too much about Final Fantasy 14. I know a little bit about the lore. I know a little bit about the classes. I can't say I know about
Go
it.
download it.
No, I just got done downloading Elite Dangerous. Fuck off. How many games you gonna have me download and not play with me?
All of them. Bitch, I've been sitting here begging for you to play every goddamn night with Elite Dangerous, and you haven't.
Did. Oh no.
No, I'm doing both Impulse, and I have my day job, and I have a wife to take care of, and I have the list goes on.
Nice.
And I do get socially exhausted. I deal with a lot of people. There are some nights where I just want to be left the fuck alone.
Oh, are they?
Mom and Dad are fine.
Bury my soul.
Drunk.
Bury my soul to you.
Frosty,
Yeah, I
like
get
the
drunk.
high
Yeah, you know what? I
Getting
should.
drunk is easy escape.
I should. Phil, what were you supposed to drink tonight? I don't remember if we were supposed to drink tonight.
Oh god. I'm not
I
drinking.
think we would.
It's
Yeah,
too
we
late.
did say we would, but oh well.
Next
We'll do it
stream.
next Friday. Next Friday.
Wait, next podcast is going to be
next
drinking podcast.
Next podcast is
So
drinking.
you two
podcast.
fine
I am
gentlemen.
21 years old. I promise.
So
Gypsy,
I do a
hold
lot.
up. Gypsy, what were you gonna say?
Okay.
Come on, I don't know.
didn't say anything. I said
You
next.
fine gentleman.
You said,
Yeah,
you
you
said,
two fine gentlemen. What are your side projects?
oh, Phil just got to
Okay,
say
right.
like Impulse is his
Yeah.
main thing, and then he's doing school, and that's it.
And you.
Yeah.
Wait, we're still
And
on
then
this?
Fro-
Holy
and then
shit.
Frosty's- yeah, we got off topic and went down a rabbit hole of discussing a bunch of things, which is precisely what I want. That's precisely what I want for this
Yes.
podcast. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start writing down more things to talk about because we're too dumb to think of anything else. I think outside the box a little bit, you know. So I do plan on a side project, and of course, a little solo act. Of course, always intended to be the side. Impulse is 100% my main project. I do have my day job, but of course, you know, that's just, you know, bill money and play money and money I want to invest in Impulse. Yeah, Impulse Squared is definitely my main project. I kind of as time goes along, I seem to sort of drift in terms of responsibilities. But I think one thing that's always been consistent with my involvement with Impulse and why I want to keep it as my main project is the people, or rather, are the people. You know, I know Phil sometimes he gets, you know, peopled out, for the lack of a better phrase, and I honestly don't mind. You know, I love organizing teams. I love, you know, motivating other people. I'm very self-motivated, and I love to sort of spread that around. As I do it at my day job as well. You know, when other people are frustrated, I'm like, "Come on, man, we can persevere," and all that. You know, get you know, motivational pep talk is. That's something I've always loved doing. As far as the you know, solo act side project goes, that's something that I'm gonna be doing. You know, not really scheduled. It's not, you know, not gonna take a whole lot of time or investment or anything like that. If it makes a little something, you know, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's cool too. It's just something to occupy my time to see what I can do on my own. See what I can't do on my own. See exactly how I work with Impulse versus how I work by myself. I've always been interested in sort of my ability to work with the team versus my ability to work alone. And I think having my own solo side project would help put that into actual numbers I can compare side by side. Like, figure out ratios, percentages, see if there's dollar signs next to either of them. But I would also like to try my hand at developing myself as an entertainer. The more I stream with Phil and whatnot, I've noticed that the better I get, I'm able to crack jokes a little faster. I'm able to pick up on punchline setups. I've definitely improved on my improv skills. And I've got Phil to thank for that. The dude's been sort of like my unspoken mentor in that regard. He's sort of, kind of went easy on me at the start, kind of carried the show, and then I'm over here and I'm just like, hey, what's up, man? And, it's
Living up days like today.
We combined his technical know-how of comedy with my innate high energy, high octane approach to showmanship, and I feel like the amalgamation of both have definitely helped me not only improve as an entertainer, but improve as a person. As I get a better understanding of how people think and how people feel and whatnot, I've definitely been more open to talking to people, more specifically in terms of how they're feeling, how their days went, versus oh, what are you up to? Is that making any money? Be about the hustle, keep going. But I want to understand how people feel and exactly what they're thinking. And, I talk a little more openly with people and, a little more honestly now, which has been amazing.
So you get what I meant, a while ago when I said, could you stop being about the fucking hustle? Fuck it, just have fun with life.
I'm trying
grind,
to be.
Man.
It's very hard. It's very hard. It's very hard because with my upbringing, of course, my stepdad talked about on the previous podcast. He introduced me to Dungeons and Dragons, video games and all that stuff, and funded a lot of it too. He paid for my Eve subscription back when EVE Online had subs, my Swig subscription, my Star Wars Galaxy sub back when that was a thing. But he definitely instilled in me that, hey, you got to work hard, you got to go hard, don't take it easy at any point in time, just keep moving, don't stop moving. And I'm not quite sure why he did that, but it's been beneficial with me until up to lately, and I think that's what he was setting me up for. He was trying to set me up for setting myself up with a good foundation with which I can build upon for the rest of my life. So hats off to him, and of course, it was pretty good.
We're gamers.
My dad tried to do the same with me.
The only bags we got are under our eyes.
My dad's a better dad than your dad. Not that your dad set a high bar. No, it's been good. I do have my own I am planning on a side project. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm definitely going to do something with it at some point. Like I said, non-scheduled. Little follow-up question that I wanted to ask everyone is, how do you think it's going to impact your involvement with Impulse2, if any at all? If so, is it positive or negative? Remember, this is a whatever answer you give.
Is this a job interview?
No.
Is this a job interview rather than a fucking podcast
turning into a meeting?
Up for 2 seconds, Jesus. It's not. You give answers. It will be, which will be non-judgment whatsoever. It'll just be like, hey, what do you predict for the future? What are your plans? What are your goals like? Are you going to be more about yourself? But which is perfectly fine. Except Phil. I'm judging the shit out of Phil right now. So Phil, your first answer, because I know you don't have one. Okay, good. Frosty, what about you?
Awesome. Woo! For me, my projects doing all of them kind of being based around board to entertain, and then a few things with digital art and game design and blah 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 blah. I feel like I would be more focused on the board to entertain side than the Impulse stuff. But whenever Impulse stuff comes up, like future projects and stuff and all that, anything that I agree to doing, I'm 100% gonna put all of my capabilities into it.
Nice.
And then use as much time as the one thing that I feel like I run out of more than brain power with this type of stuff is just time. And my time management is just poopy. So hopefully I can get a hold of good time management, and then I'll be able to efficiently do both.
Nice. Yeah, no, when you said that time thing, I was thinking this. I was out having a smoke on the back patio last night, and I was thinking in terms of time, it's Phil and I are around about the age of the Kayla had said last week that her favorite anime is Ruby, which is an incredible animation. It was created by this man named Monty Monty unfortunately, he didn't he passed away too soon at the age of 32, 33.
Cancer or something? Yeah.
No, it wasn't cancer. He had a very, very like dangerous reaction to a standard procedure. He had like an allergic reaction to a medicine that his doctor had given him that they just could not predict. It just came out of left field. They didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
He was in a coma for about a week before eventually passing away. Survived by his loving wife, and I don't think he had any children. And of course, Rooster Teeth honors his memory. They hired him, whatever. But he died around the age of 32, and Phil and I are around about that age. So I was thinking about that time thing, like you were saying, Frosty. That's what kind of reminded me of that. I was thinking that the other last night, actually. So yeah, we're all pressed for time. We all, have only so many years, to do something with. So I'm happy that you're starting a lot earlier than Phil and I started.
Gotta go crazy while I can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you want to know another one that died quite young too, age 34, Bon Scott, the lead singer of AC/DC.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but Monty Umo always talked about like he was, because going back to what you said about hustle, all that hustle. Phil, going back to what you said about that, is Monty said all the time. He said, "I only have so much time to work with. I got to do as much as I can with what little time I have."
I'm not gonna throw away my shot.
So he knew, like, his work ethic, unstoppable. Do you remember you were talking in the Rooster Teeth podcast about working with Monty I don't know if you had heard about that, but he was constantly working. He would sleep at the office, and he would take power naps with death metal blasting in his ears for 40 minutes, and then wake up and then be like, back to work for another 8 hours. He was always pressed for time, and he knew that. So Frosty, it's really good. You're way ahead of your peers.
Definitely an Eastern work ethic.
Yes,
coming through with that.
Yeah. So Frosty, the fact that you acknowledge that now, and you're a few days from 19 years old, you are so far ahead. Phil and
the bags under my eyes are for a reason. Okay.
Yeah. Hustle while you can.
Yeah.
But absolutely. You're about 10 years ahead of Phil and I, and we are, super happy to see you. And I'm personally looking forward to like seeing how you grow and develop, because you're already that far ahead. You're already, at the stage of where you're at. Yeah, dude, I'm hyped too.
I'm hyped for the future. The future's gonna be awesome.
You have so much potential, and I'm looking forward to see how far you go. And I'm, super happy you brought up that time thing. I didn't mean to get existential, but it's like, it's really good to hear that. It's really good to hear that.
Yeah.
So,
when you said,
I know we're usually against the Chinese government here, but with the way these guys are talking, hey, if y'all ever need any spokespeople for the 996 work week, these two right here. Work from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. 6 days a week. And don't forget to do some overtime.
Yeah.
Overtime is required.
Because not only doing this impulse thing, but I got the day job, and I am setting up the side project thing a little bit at a time. Maybe like once every couple of weeks is baby steps.
Overtime is required.
What is the side project?
It's just basic entertainment. Nothing too special. Nothing too fancy. I do plan to write some books.
Okay, yeah.
Because I do all this writing, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I gonna do with it? Am I just gonna keep doing what I'm doing? It's like, fuck no, I'm gonna try to tell a story. I'm gonna take all the shots I possibly can in every creative venture I could possibly manage. Not only creative, but also productive. What practical measure I can. I'm gonna take all the shots I possibly can and see what sticks.
Real life in creative mode. Yes,
exactly. I'm trying to creative mode real life, and that's my attempt at trying to build a lasting legacy. Something that I can leave behind, and hopefully, I don't know, motivate someone else with a few years down the road. Gypsy, you remember the question?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to interfere at all, because I mean, anything I really do that wise is going to end up on impulse. So
that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. The thing we wanted with Impulse at the beginning with our content creator side is to have a number of people contributing under one channel. I told Frosty this. I think about a week before we got you on, Frosty. I don't remember. Where we just wanted a bunch of people contributing to the one channel, kind of work at like a TV station a little bit. Not just like a like an actual place people can go to watch multiple programs. So imagine like turning on your TV and then the channel you can and then you can select, you know, what shows to watch and all that stuff, like with Netflix and whatnot.
Wait, at the beginning of this podcast, didn't you say that it is not a TV thing? This isn't like an episode.
We're not
We're
selling
more like 5-minute crafts.
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
No,
Cool.
no, what I said was we are not selling out to a major broadcasting company.
Wait, but they make bank. Why don't we become the better version of 5-minute crafts?
That's
I mean, yeah, we
that's
can.
what I implied by saying we're not going to sell out to major.
We're gonna become the major company.
We're gonna blow them out the
Exactly.
fucking water. Just watch. Just
Fuck
watch.
them. Just
We're
us.
gonna be 3-minute crafts.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the monopoly of 5-minute crafts.
And
But
knowing
not
me,
actually,
I'll be
because that's
45
illegal.
draft. No.
Aaron, hey, I may or may not have had ideas for doing like a Mythbusters type of thing too, but
Absolutely. You can absolutely do that. You know, you can do it for the channel, do it for your solo act. Like I
would
said,
not be great. Would not be great to do it in Australia though.
No.
The Australian state governments tend to frown upon explosions and explosives, and
Oh, come to America. You can do that here and you'll be
Anything.
fine.
You got a brother in
Yeah.
America, so if you need someone over like remotely to do testing for you, I got you, fam. Trust me, I got you. I'm ready.
so long as I don't try and bring a knife into a school.
Speaking of knives, no, I'm kidding.
Don't do that. Let's grab the swords.
It's okay. Look, it's okay. I'll just hide it inside of the magazine for my AR. It's fine. All right, I'll get it in the school.
Yeah, but to
anyway.
answer my own
my
follow-up question, say that the private Noshami channel goes up either the YouTube or the Twitch, or you know my novels get sold like millions. Impulse is still going to be my number one thing. I'm going to use that platform. Like if I become more successful as a solo than I am with Impulse, then I'm going to use the solo as a springboard for Impulse to shoot up. So Impulse is still going to be the main thing. Always will be. Phil and I, you know, started this with a goal in mind, and I'm nowhere near giving up. Nowhere near.
Neither am I.
Just soak in the awkwardness, boys.
Yes. Pull up that list.
Delicious, isn't it? Delicious, isn't it? Okay, so I seem to remember the place I was born. What the fuck? I'm gonna do this every week.
Well,
Do you need a second person to look over it for you? Because I can help you out with that, all right?
Yeah, no, I need a second person. Okay, so
he already has a professional secretary and paralegal sitting right fucking here whose entire job was to just fucking proofread legal documents.
you
but,
are legitimately like dead ass 100% my boss, and then you were just like, I'm like, the fuck? You fuck? So let me leap forward here and get uncomfortably off center. There we go. We got some Marilyn Monroe up here.
Would tap.
What was? Yeah, right. Would have.
As would both of the Kennedys.
Oh,
Gypsy does not approve.
I'm just.
For our
sighing.
non-game related topic, before we move on to our second to last topic, we're going to talk about food.
Yes, I remember this one now. Yeah.
Y'all have fun with that.
I
'cause
actually
am
don't
a
know which
robot
one my
and I
favorite
hate
would
eating.
be.
So we're going to sit Phil 100%.
That's not
for this one.
true. We talk about
our-
food.
Fuck our boss.
Okay,
Phil's gonna
wait,
be
what's your
sick on
least favorite food,
Yeah,
Phil?
what,
Ooh, good
We
question.
talk
Phil,
about
you think-
food. Almost every time we talk about food and things you're gonna order and
Yeah, no.
things you like.
Here's the thing. It's very simple. Like I have a couple things that I'll eat, and if I can't get one of them, then I'll just pick anything. It doesn't matter. It's all shit. I like it equally.
Got a beard.
Just shove it down my throat.
Fine.
Whatever. It's sustenance.
I
But
haven't seen the shape of my chin in years.
huh?
Beard.
I haven't seen the shape,
Uh,
the shape of my chin. I haven't seen it in years. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know what my face structure looks like either.
apparently Jake is now the one that's distracted.
Sorry. Phil, go on.
We get Phil on
Beards are
topic,
awesome.
Phil,
and the brain cell has to switch over. The science bros, it is now confirmed, have one brain cell.
Though we have 3 brain cells, we just share one of them between the 2 of us. It bounces back and
Okay.
forth.
Okay.
At any one
Hey,
point in
that's my
time,
brain cell,
one
give
of
it
us has
back.
2.
I need Kayla.
Phil had all 3 brain cells
Yeah.
when he sussed out Kayla and Frosty in the last Among Us stream.
Dude, oh my god, that was too like
I got the.
I don't have the
both of
brain
them.
power to do fucking
fucking
Among Us, man.
You did. You had them. Phil, you and I had them dead to rights, and then
And you still got shitted on. What
Shannon.
happened? You still lost. You still lost because Big Frosty is
Fucking
better.
Shannon. No, I lost because Shannon decided that feminism is the way to go.
I
Damn.
mean,
Stop it. I'm putting this topic to gigantic. What's happening? Where it's not happening here. We are not Blizzard Activision. We are better than that.
No, we are. No.
We are so much better than Blizzard Activision. Unless we're not recording, in which case we are possibly worse.
Arguably worse. In fact, definitely worse.
believe we were talking about food.
We're talking about.
Foods are good.
Listen,
The other F
just
word.
because you eat. Never mind.
Shut your whore mouth.
Oh. Oh.
I'm staying out of this one,
my-
guys.
Oh, we're talking about efforts now. Ooh.
Frosty's like.
What to do? Should I leave? Should I end my stream or should I just stay and see what happens?
Phil,
Phil, Gypsy, quit flirting. Food. Phil, your least
Food.
favorite food. Go.
I'm waiting for this bitch to give
custard.
an answer.
Done.
Custard.
Okay.
Custard. Done.
Least favorite
I think
food.
of
hate
Slendy Tubbies anytime I hear
I
custard.
despise custard.
Gypsy, you and I will be saved for last because you and I are the best on this topic. So, Frosty,
Food.
defaults to you.
Okay. I am a basic bitch, I know. Okay, all right. I mean, it's a little better than custard, but I would say
What's your favorite food?
okay, it's kind of a little specific, but sloppy joes, but it's the kind that my mom makes, which is with manwich, and then we put in, or she puts in like barbecue sauce, some seasoning. I don't know
Ooh.
what kind of seasoning, and Valentina hot
chocolate.
sauce, and it is the best fucking sloppy joes I have ever had in my life, ever.
Nice.
It's so good.
What to eat?
That's pretty
It is
American.
amazing.
That's pretty
That
American. I'm
and-
gonna be
And
honest.
pulled pork. Pulled pork is
I'm
amazing.
just sitting here
And-
recoiling in horror at the sound of that.
Sloppy joes isn't
Shut
bad,
up and have
okay?
your- Shut up and have your
It's not the-
Vegemite. Shut the fuck up.
It's not the same as school sloppy joes, I swear.
No, it sounds
No, it's
amazing.
not. You cannot get food that is any worse than food that's publicly funded.
They literally put
Um,
taco beef into their fucking sloppy joes. Like it's like the worst version of the fucking Taco Bell burger.
Have y'all seen the pizza they try to give at like school lunches now? It is a fucking insult.
And
It
that's
is
like the
though.
best one though. That's like it's so bad, but it's the best, like, one of the best foods.
Wait.
Like everyone, yeah.
Did they fuck with my square pizza?
There are still
It-
square pizza, but it's not that
Yeah,
good.
it's still square
Well-
pizza, but it's like you put tomato sauce and cheese on top of very thin cardboard.
Well, that's what school pizza was.
That's stupid. That's not. It wasn't pizza where I
But
was.
it's
Well,
like, dude,
and-
they
and
put
some-
like bad things in there or something. I don't know.
Like,
man.
It's
they
like
It's
maybe
down
got-
to like a
like-
very small square, like a
Maybe
card,
back in
like
the
a
90s
poker.
it tasted better. Because, like,
Like,
back then,
like-
Pizza Day was the thing.
They do like pack of cigarette sized fucking pizza in a
Oh, no,
bag.
they were true. They had to be
you
like,
wanna know
you
how big the
know,
pizza is?
galaxy
The
size.
pizza is this big.
Just about, yeah, about double what
No, I'm
Frosty's
kidding.
holding.
I'm kidding.
Plus
I'm
an
kidding.
apple and like a.
It's not okay. And for
like
my
a small
school,
carton of milk. It's like
for my school, the pizza wasn't like super horrible. It definitely wasn't the worst thing, and it wasn't that. It
be
wasn't
careful
super
with that
small.
word free, Phil. You know that food isn't free. Every U.S. citizen pays
Unless
for
you're
it.
poor, yeah, it was free for
Fucking
me.
tax.
You
But
call yourself
the best thing for school lunches was actually the breakfast for me, and it's the strudels, the cinnamon strudels.
we
Mm,
didn't
so
gotta
get
good.
get
strudels. We had dry cereal or eggs or burritos.
They did. For my school, we did have some of that stuff too.
Sometimes
but
we
the
had
strudels,
waffles.
oh, and I'm
Waffle
like, I'm in a suburban. To give
Waffles are good
context, my school is a suburban rich white person school. I wouldn't say middle class white person school.
We don't do that
so-
here, we don't do that here in Impulse. We don't shit on anyone for any race.
Yeah,
White people
yeah.
are
It's not a
cool.
race.
What, white?
Oh no, I think you're talking about the middle class thing. I'm like, that's not a race.
So like no, but my point is we got some like our school
Fuck the
actually
middle
like
class race.
they didn't have horrible food, but actually the funny thing is my middle school was quote unquote ghetto. I don't know if I would put it there, but their food was way better than the food that I got here.
Can somebody go back and clip me and Gypsy's like 4-second fight about that's not a race? What, white? That was amazing.
Fuck you.
The delivery was perfect on both of our parts. I love that so much. Sorry, Jade, you were saying.
Poor school food is better than rich school food, from my experience. Because at least in my school that was more poor, they had good chicken patties, and I fucked with a good chicken patty, especially if they're by Tyson chicken patty.
I only
Sponsor
ever
me,
went to
please.
poor people's schools, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I've been to like every school in the metro area of Minnesota.
It really depended in Arizona. Like, I went to kind of like, I guess you would consider like a middle class high school, and lunch was bitchin'.
Phil is so
And
confused.
grade school wasn't too bad. I grew up kind of in like a yuppie suburban grade school, and food was pretty
Alright.
okay. Like everything
Food
was
topic,
good,
he's on
nothing
it.
was rotten,
Now hold on.
anything like that.
Phil.
What?
Yeah.
Do you watch any like food competition shows? Do you watch like I don't know, Food Network? Do you
Hate
look
'em.
up any food
Despise 'em.
related stuff on YouTube? No?
Bores me to absolute tears.
You don't look
You
up
don't watch
recipes or
British
anything like
cooking
that?
show
or-
with me,
No.
Evan. I've tried. You
What is
don't
the most
watch them.
intricate thing you cook?
Sorry?
What is the most intricate thing you cook?
Rice.
Peanut butter jelly.
There's 3 ingredients in that.
Penne, probably. I can cook. I can.
Here's a type of pasta. Never mind. I forget I asked. Gypsy,
Here's
it's
the
your
thing.
turn.
Here's the thing. I am actually a good cook. I just don't care
Yeah.
to
That's
do
because
it.
you know how to not burn rice. Shut up. Gypsy, it's our turn.
Oh, which one of us is going first?
I'm just picking on Phil so much this podcast. Phil, I'm sorry. I love you.
No, you're not.
Sure you are.
But okay.
Sure you are.
I mean, but it's not our
God.
fault that he's weird and doesn't like food. Like,
I know, right? Well, I mean, he's not American, so what do you expect?
Here's the thing. I eat and then I either have reflux or I want to puke it up because I have a sensitive stomach. I fucking hate eating.
Do you have?
I don't like eating.
Do you have acid reflux disease or gastrointestinal reflux disease? GERD.
Good. You mean?
Yeah.
No.
Because I do have
No.
GERD. GERD sucks. Though I found out it's
No.
it's
don't. It's
yeah, it sucks. GERD and irritable bowel syndrome.
Mm.
It's garbage.
no, I don't. It's just kind of an age thing, I guess. All the men in my family past 25 just start getting fucking reflux. Happened to my grandfather. Happened to like that knuckle. I feel like Phil poops concentrated anger.
That's what you sure you don't want.
he shits rage.
I'm gonna invite. One of these days, I'm
Okay.
gonna invite Jasper to do some content with us or something. That'd
Oh
be
hell yeah!
funny. You mentioned poop. I just crack up and lose my
He
shit.
shits rage and pisses fire.
Yeah, right. Oh, you don't want that. You don't want that.
Yeah, that would not feel
No.
good.
That's bad.
no.
That's bad. Gypsy. That's.
Yeah, no, that's something that I'd end up spreading to you, and then you'd have to go get checked, and that's not good.
And then you would
Fuck you would.
Fire, worse than soap.
And they're doing this, like a little kid.
Yeah. So where the fuck were we?
Food.
we were getting to the highlight of the food topic where Gypsy and I talked about food. Hey, Gypsy, what's your favorite
Yeah,
type of cuisine?
What's my what?
Favorite cuisine?
Cuisine.
You
Oh,
like Italian food? You like Spanish food? I'm an Italian guy.
I like lots of different foods. I like Japanese food, American, Chinese, Italian.
What do you mean American? Is there any food in
Like
America?
burgers. I would consider like
Okay.
basic burgers an American fare
Okay.
kind of thing.
Fair.
But I love everything from like straight up steak to sashimi
Oh yeah,
to dim sum to
beautiful.
a good pasta, a good salad. Honestly,
Yeah.
like there's
No.
a reason that I'm the fat. Well, can't call myself fat, I guess. I'm the chubby chick. Like, I like food, and that's the reason I'm never going to be tiny.
You're a little bit fluffy.
Food is great. I'm fluffy.
Just a little fluffy.
I'm fluffy.
Food is
You know what? I'll allow the voice for that. I'll allow the voice.
Hey,
for-
no
for-
oohs.
Gypsy,
None of
because
those.
that actually sounded adorable.
Fight
You're like,
me, fight me, Frosty.
Phil, get a hold of your employees.
You know what?
no,
Fuck you, I'm getting you too.
I'm upper management. You're middle management. That's your job.
No, Phil,
He just
No,
Uno reverse
no.
parted your ass.
well, no. In all fairness, Phil and I talked about this less than a week ago. Actually, that it would actually be my job.
No, hire me as security for the Impulse crew. I got you.
Canadian food. If you haven't had poutine, you haven't lived.
Oh,
I
poutine's
have
so
not.
good. Oh,
Fun-
man,
Odd
so good.
fact. Odd fact. I've never had it. I've never had it. Now,
Really?
Me
You
neither.
should.
as far as food goes, of course, I love a. Well, first up, because you mentioned steak, a lot of people don't know this, but the secret to a nice, to keep the juice in your steak, leave it the fuck alone.
Rest
Throw it on
it.
throw it on the
Yeah.
grill, and then just don't fuck with it.
Don't flip it too much. And then also,
Yep.
when you lay it down, when you take it off the grill, let it fucking rest.
Yeah,
Are you allowed to poke it?
I guess to check his temp.
Yes, you could. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess if you're gonna like see what the temp is, see like if you've gotten the desired, cook you want. But
Yeah.
the thing is,
The
when
fuck
you
you on
rest
about?
it,
Why
it
why should the middle be hot or warm at all? It's meant to be blue, red. The steak is meant to still have the ability to go moo and move onto the plate itself.
shut up. You don't even like food.
Damn.
I'm co-signing Gypsy on that one, Phil. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, going on to my food, I love.
You don't.
I love a finely crafted shrimp carbonara.
Oh, good stuff.
I love my carbonaras. You could substitute shrimp with anything. My
Alright.
favorite, of course, bacon.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Bacon is good.
It's no bigger than the size of my thumbnail, and just go ahead, sprinkle that shit on. Throw in a little bit of Parmesan and parsley. Beautiful. I love a good carbonara.
Mhm.
Of course, I love my Italian cuisine, and a classic dish, the chicken alfredo. Just
At least do it al dente.
of course. And a lot of Phil,
He's fucking with us. Just ignore him.
he's got to be fucking with us.
Well, I asked if you cook it al dente.
That's
Yes,
the only way to cook it.
Good. There.
it's the only way to cook it. It's the only way to cook Italian
Some-
or any pasta.
No. Some people
No.
cook it the whole fucking way through until it's this fucking mushy shit.
They're stupid.
That's not
Gypsy,
cooking.
Gypsy, I swear, Phil hopped up in this shit and look, I know a cooking term.
I had a flambe.
Include me. I know how to
I
cook.
can cook macaroni and cheese. Woo!
He
I can
hates
follow you.
cheese.
That is an
on the-
impression of me. Not you, Phil.
No, that's
I
an
was gonna
impression. Of
say,
Phil. Own it. Own it.
No, it's not because he hates cheese. He would never make mac and cheese.
Exactly. I knew
Ever.
that totally.
I do mac and cheese
We
actually.
discussed this before,
When,
Jake.
when it's cooked, yeah,
Oh.
when it's cooked,
Oh, yeah,
I
we
don't
have.
mind the cheese. I will tolerate it.
Oh, we got some chat.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. What's up, chat?
Talking of
Everything's off the
Kentucky Fried
table.
Chicken, my
Right here.
favorite. Their gravy
Oh,
is amazing.
Popeyes, yeah.
KFC gravy is
Popeyes
actually
is taking over.
not bad.
See,
I'm
I'm a
yeah, I
sucker for their
agree.
coleslaw. I'm not
It's-
gonna lie.
sure it's horrible for you. Like it will give you a heart attack by the time you're 30. But
I mean,
it's pretty good. I'm good. I
are
can't.
we talking about
Yeah.
KFC?
Yeah, I guess. Apparently, they're gonna do an Impossible Chicken. KFC.
What does
KFC
that mean?
Sorry, steak here. Popeyes is taking over. They're owned by the same company.
Just different seasonings.
They're
Really.
owned by the same parent company. That whole
Yeah.
remember the whole advertising beef
Mhm.
to put a food pun to it between KFC and Popeyes and their chickens. They're owned by the same fucking parent company, and everyone got fucking played. They made billions off that.
Isn't that like illegal or
No,
No.
you can
That's
do
illegal.
that?
It's not a monopoly.
You can
Yeah.
own two of the same company and plot them against each other,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
A lot of companies
that's-
do.
Yep.
wow.
Huh? It's called a
Yeah,
marketing campaign. It's called. What do you think video game companies do?
Wasn't Burger King and McDonald's
what do you
another
think?
one?
Yeah, what do you think video games company do? What do you think? What do you think Microsoft and Sony do? What do you think Republicans and Democrats do?
Well,
What do
no,
you think,
yeah,
like,
but they're
Well,
not
no, I
owned
think-
by the same people though.
I know.
They
I know.
are,
I just wanted to take.
They are? I've been lied to all my life.
Your short years, yes. You will make amends.
Do you know how many? Do you know how many brands? Do
The
you know how many
gaming
brands?
iceberg. Huh?
Do you know how much Nestle owns? The company Nestle.
Yeah.
You know the chocolate. Do you know how much they own?
Yeah.
Not
Every
more
one
than
of the
Disney?
products you consume. Do you know how many products Coca-Cola owns? One of every 4 drinks consumed on the planet is a Coca-Cola product.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
You're gonna blow his mind.
yeah. You think they're a bunch of semi-big
do this
companies?
anymore.
pitched- No,
G Fuel
it's
is
one
better than
company.
Coke, but it's probably owned by them.
Just thought of something. I know one thing that Phil
Mars
does say
Coke.
he likes.
Okay.
Ooh, what's that?
Laksa?
Shrimp heads.
Shrimp
Oh,
heads.
sure. Okay.
I love the wife.
I found
Dead
something.
half.
Yeah.
Dead half. Big brand.
Well, not.
Everybody's
Okay.
Dead half. What do you like?
That wasn't
What's your
exactly
food?
a review that I said. That was okay, this is better than, peeling it and fucking with all that shit. You know what? Yeah, okay, I do kind of prefer
You-
just going.
You
That
say
wasn't,
that.
oh my god, wow, this is amazing.
So Dead half, aka my wife, says that her favorite food was a fried chicken.
Hmm.
She loves a good old fashioned
answer.
fried chicken.
Nom nom nom.
Oh yeah, I love
I
love
mean-
Southern.
Nobody does chicken
Southern
like
food.
KFC.
Oh man, so much good Southern food. So much good
Nestle
Southern
wants
food,
to-
Thai food. Like you just
There's a bunch of companies that sell water.
feed me.
Slightly more evil than
Yeah.
Coca-Cola death squads in Latin America. Ooh, we're not.
Yeah,
touching on that.
Mars
that.
does do that. Mars company does do that.
Not going.
A bunch of jewelry companies. That's blood money so far as I'm concerned. Nestle's
whole
no
lot of
exception.
it is, really.
Coca-Cola's no. Well, yeah, the whole lot actually. Yeah. But yeah. But, I don't know
No,
how
we
we got on this topic, but
I don't
love
know.
food.
You like food?
Well, no,
So
we
do
were
I.
talking. We were talking because someone had mentioned KFC and Popeyes, and
Oh,
that's when I
yeah.
brought up. It's like, hey guys, did you know this is an actual fucking conspiracy?
Frosty. Oh, I was gonna say I need you to pet your cat for me, but it left.
She won't let me. If I turn around, she'll run just for no reason. No, she don't, she's not like she hates me or anything. I don't like do like I don't. My cat is awesome, and I am awesome, so I don't hurt my cat or anything.
But yeah,
obviously.
I
don't
love
let her be
Italian
my cat,
food.
but
I love Italian
She
food. I
runs away for some
love
reason.
making it at home. Hey, actually, Gypsy, if you'd like, I can send you my my carbonara recipe. Homemade Alfredo chicken, fucking beautiful. I just love it. I have so much fun making food. It's always so satisfying. You throw on a fat slab of meat on a grill, and it just sizzles. And it's just like, oh, it's my favorite thing on this planet. Like Impulse will be my number one, but I will never not love cooking something.
I think Brandy should be your number one, but okay.
I'd rather have a blowjob, quite frankly.
She's like number 7 or 8. So going back to video games, let's end this podcast on a high note. Going back to video games, we're taking a
did
dive
Gypsy tell us her favorite?
Were you not listening to me?
Oh,
listen to your woman. I listen to your woman more than you.
No, we have
Wow.
like diverged so far off. I've completely just gone.
We made the fluffy comment.
What happened the last 20 minutes?
Oh, fluffy.
Loves her Mexican food.
Okay, yes.
I love all food.
Alright.
I love all kinds of food, honestly. Like there's just
There's
probably not a
Japanese food,
genre I
food.
don't like. As long as it's not like I even like spicy foods. It's just like as long as they're
Ooh.
not like, oh my god, burn my tongue off, can't taste flavor. Like I
I
love
will
all
not have
kinds of
sushi.
foods.
I will not have sushi. You
I'll
cannot
eat
make
your
me have
sushi.
sushi.
'Cause I love sushi. I love Jamaican food. I love Thai food. Just freaking.
I hate
like-
fish.
I love
What? You hate seafood?
I hate
Oh.
seafood,
Seafood is-
and I'm not
Seafood
crazy
is-
about
If I had to rank
But you said you
things,
like shrimp.
seafood
I
would
thought.
be the most
Carbonara.
preferable thing to eat. You don't like
kind of makes it
seafood?
different. It makes it acceptable.
fried
I don't know,
squid
I don't
is
know.
good.
I'm picky. How's that?
Calamari is good. I feel guilty every time, but yeah, good.
I'm
Oysters?
picky.
Mm.
I'm picky about my seafood, and I'm picky about literally any soup. I don't like soup.
Chicken noodle all the way.
I'm picky about
Just
soups.
have a
People usually
concept.
over pepper them or water them down. I'm really a lot of the time unless I'm feeling under the weather and I really want a soup. Like
Oh well,
I
then
like
just
soup consistency a lot more.
Mhm.
Unless like if I'm feeling sick, I need some pho.
Dude, if I'm sick, it's split pea, dude,
Hot and
all the
sour.
way.
Oh yeah.
Split pea all the way. But let's go back to video games, a topic that Phil is more familiar with, because I want to end on a high note and a note that Phil isn't gonna belly flop on. But we're gonna try to get into the heads of our alternate universe selves, where we are complete sellouts, giant corporations that sell more to their shareholders than their actual player base. And we're going to ask this question: if you absolutely had to cut a corner in making a video game, like a deadline's coming up, you got to put it out, you got to cut a corner. Say you're working for a big company that caters to shareholders rather than the players, what would be skimped on first? Or if you have a tier list, go ahead and go through your list. Phil, start you off this time.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I've got to take the pretty easy answer here. QA.
Quality assurance. Yep, you're gonna skip on
feel
QA.
like
That's the thing that everyone skimps on. Every fucking company.
Wait, what?
If
Okay,
you got
that's
to
one
meet
thing
a
I don't know.
deadline, fuck the QA. Just
What
get
is
the thing
QA?
out, and we'll fix
Quality
it later.
assurance. Quality
What-
assurance.
I don't know what that is.
It's the
basically
testing for
testing,
bugs
bug
and
testing.
things like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
So
okay.
you know,
Answer
you know
QA
when a
question.
game company releases all their games, like they run online in RPGs, for example, MMORPGs, and they constantly put out beta test after beta test after beta test. That's because they don't
okay.
have a QA team. The
Unless you're
player base
Amazon.
is a QA team, unless you're Amazon.
That's a big brain one. That's actually that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's big brain. It's also like harmful to the player. Well, I don't know. It depends on how
Doing
thorough the
beta
player
tests?
test is.
But like
It
coming
depends on
towards
how-
the
okay,
end of a
no,
project,
okay,
that
it
would
is
be a
with
thing that would
giving
make sense.
Yeah, hold on. Here's the thing. Majority of beta tests now are more or less just an advanced marketing. That's all they are.
Yeah.
The actual project has already been tested internally and shit, and it's more about, letting people get a teaser just to, give them a little, get them hooked, and then, they buy the fucking thing, which is the basic, which is why you have people in, clubs and bars trying to, fucking slip shit into your drink and then go, oh, hey, you feel good? You want more? Wow, it makes you feel good. Come get more. Come get more. It's the sales pitch that is older than time.
Yep. QA,
That's
something
not-
Cyberpunk could have used. Yep. Facts.
Yeah.
Oh,
We know what they
God.
skipped out
Also-
on.
Oh, my
Skip right out.
feelings. My
Also,
feelings.
Miss Clectic, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying the
Hey.
show.
Woo!
If you have anything you want us to talk about,
Thanks
go
for
ahead and
following, Sarah.
go ahead and let us know.
That's
Sarah,
that's
You
one
are
of my it's one of my classmates in real life.
awesome.
What's up, Sarah? What's up? Get out of here, then.
And then leaves.
No, but
Y'all and
count
your
one
cats.
attention.
What's up? Goodbye.
Oh,
Y'all and
good.
your beast
I
of
know,
chaos. I don't need a beast of
The thing
chaos
is-
because
the thing
I
is-
am the chaos.
I talk about this every time I stream. Is that every time within the first 5 minutes of the stream, I have to get up, take care of the animal, one of the two animals or both, in some way, shape, or form. Every single fucking stream, and I tell Brandy this. For some context, Brandy's my wife. I have to tell Brandy this every single fucking time, and she doesn't fucking listen, and it still fucking happens. When
For
I'm
me, it's
on
my
air,
charger. I always forget
every
my
living
phone
thing-
charger,
except for myself, outside the damn room, so I can
which
do
I
my
didn't
shit.
grab.
And then
Have you
it's
not
just-
been paying attention to boomers? Do you not know how marriage works? Husbands and wives don't listen to each other. They just bitch and moan about each other.
We actually do, Phil, and we have some shit. to talk about.
Awesome. That
You
sounds
got
like an amazing thing ever. The awesomest thing ever.
This is why he's going to end up dead in 3 years.
Because I'm. But Phil, you and I got some shit to talk about.
Do it,
Mr. Spell.
Mr. What?
Gypsy. Corners would you cut?
I don't want to cut corners.
I know, but you're working for a big company. You got a deadline. You want to keep your job? You want to pay your bills? I farted. That's post podcast flatulence.
Awesome.
I did it. I did it.
Did you poop?
I hope
You were
not.
Gypsy?
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Sorry,
like,
I'm
"Yes, I
lost
did."
in fucking middle school with
Sorry.
a bunch of children apparently at this point.
I had to check if there was solid or just gas. So I did a little shimmy, the little butt shimmy, and no solid. So I'm good. Taste the awkwardness, boys.
There's a rosebud in your pants now, isn't there?
I don't want to talk about it. Gypsy.
My number 2, ladies and gentlemen, the person I have put As in, this is the number 2 of my company.
Good job, Big Bird.
That's me. I shit myself. I'm kidding.
Not even 32 years old yet, and he needs an adult diaper.
Well, that's what adult diapers are
Gypsy.
for.
I should have started wearing them 5 years ago, Phil. Come on, you know me better than that.
Please, Gypsy.
Answer the question, Gypsy.
I'm waiting for you all to shut the hell up so I can. What corners would I cut? All of y'all.
All
Well,
the
we
departments.
just got
But
deleted
honestly,
from
it
the work.
probably would be QA as well. And with the preface of that, nowadays it's easier with online content to correct bugs and such,
Yeah.
and you can give back to your play if you are handling things wisely. You can give back to your player base if there is a glitch that affects their gameplay.
Yep.
So you can handle it morally.
So if
'cause-
this were the 90s and that wasn't an option, what would you cut back on?
Ooh, challenge mode. Gypsy, the pressure's on.
I mean, if it was the 90s, it really isn't hard because I wouldn't have to like worry as much about like texture design and things like that because graphics were already shit.
Well, they
But-
were, but there was still a lot of
Fuck them
money put into them.
polygons. You know, we'd have triangle tits for days. It'd be fine.
Listen, 11-year-old Jake didn't mind triangle tits. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
None of us did. We were just like, oh yeah, Laura
Dude,
Croft,
Lara
fuck yeah.
Croft, man. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my god, yeah.
Oh my god, how old was that? How old were we, Phil? Like middle single digit?
5, 6.
Every time Jake
yeah.
brings up age, I lose a year.
I gotta keep doing it.
I mean,
Frosty, how about yourself?
For me, this is kind of like coming from like my
No.
perspective of like making like assets and stuff like that, since I don't really code that much. But and like I don't really know like all the
1996.
technical company things behind all of that. But I would say maybe make like going out of my way to making my own textures. I would definitely cut that because like I hate textures. I hate them so much, and I don't know how to do them right. And that's probably where I'd go because I wouldn't want to do like getting like other people's assets and stuff, like going to the Unity asset store or anything, because I would like to make my own assets. But textures are so goddamn complicated sometimes, and it's just like I'd rather just give like an artist here. Take this asset really quick, apply some textures to it, and give it back to me. And then I feel like that could save a lot of time because I'm very nitpicky about like what textures look like and stuff.
Well, if you don't mind
So-
paying a small fee, I know someone who is actually good at that. Go ahead and hit up Drini. She's pretty good at that.
Sweet.
that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's one of our artists. Good answer. Good answer. Nobody else would cut anything else because I also give the option for like a list of things.
well,
that
you know,
would cut.
aside from QA,
What would
I
you
would
cut
also
first?
say,
what would you cut second, what would you cut third, etc. If you had to cut more and more, like what could you think
Yeah.
of? So Gypsy,
aside
you
from
have to
QA, cut
your answer.
content. Cut
Human
content.
choices.
Yep. Whole level.
Trim the scope of the project. Yeah, just like with you know, Ocarina of Time, for instance, where you know they were gonna have, you know, they were going to have a Temple of Light, they were gonna have another temple and this, that, the other, but it was like tick tock, fellas.
Yep.
So they
That's a
just went,
really good
fuck it,
answer.
we'll test
That's
what we've
a
got,
really
get
good
it
answer,
working.
and that's actually smart. It's actually smart to
Yeah.
do. Reduce the scope of the project, and yep, that's good.
I could see that.
Gypsy, anything to add to your answer from before?
No, I would agree with that, especially if you like have the option of then releasing said content in a sequel.
More content. What about in 1996? You can't do that. Oh, in a sequel.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fine, fair.
I was like, wait a minute. Have you looked at the franchises?
They actually sort of did that. They
Have you
reused
looked
the
at how many?
assets from Ocarina of Time for Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, which, by the way,
not
I want
quite,
to add
they
to
didn't
my-
reuse the level design.
they did not know. But I want to add that to my answer of one of my favorite games from my childhood, Majora's Mask.
yeah.
I spent so many hours. I wish I had a way to track how many hours I spent in that game because that game was phenomenal. It was so far ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Pun
You know,
intended.
Majora's Mask made me the person I am.
Made me the man I am today. And Frosty, you're just anything else on your end?
Maybe not really. I don't have any of these like big, like large scale things. Like when I'm thinking about like cutting things, I'm thinking about like small assets and like little detail stuff. Like maybe I guess cutting out like all the like super like detailed shit, I guess, like or just not adding like a super large length of detail to like certain
for
things,
example,
I guess.
reducing the player's vision of background assets.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
like not having like a super crazy awesome like fucking skybox or something like that.
Yep. I was thinking more along Frosty's line for my answer was to just start cutting as small things as possible, so the fewest number of people can see that there's a reduction to the game's overall quality. The first thing I would go for is from the audio engineering standpoint, reduce the quality of the soundtrack. Reduce go from 320 to maybe 180 kilobytes a second. Like reduce.
Make that shit chiptune, yeah.
Not necessarily chiptune, but
Phil and I are both giving you such dirty looks right now.
don't have such
From a
stereotypes in your soundtrack.
From the perspective of a marketing exec, no, you're not fucking doing that.
Okay,
Don't
sure,
fuck with
whatever.
the audio.
I would rather you trim down the graphics than fuck with the audio.
Okay, fine, but you're not designing this game. I am. Fuck you. Good
See,
answer,
I was-
Jake.
I was just
Yes,
going to
excellent
say,
answer,
I
Jake.
love how nobody mentioned fucking with the music, and there you went.
There
You
he
fucked with the
goes.
music.
No, but when you listen to music, you listen at music at different qualities. When you listen to music at different qualities, there comes a point where you're just overdoing it. You're just playing it at too high a bit kilobytes rate, so it's taking up too much data. It's taking too much processing time. So you can start.
Okay, so you're not saying to scrap the entire composition or whatever. Just
just
right. Okay.
yeah. No, you're going to keep all that. It's just not going to be processed at such a high quality to where you can hear it from 9 different directions depending on how advanced your omnidirectional mic is. You'll see a reduction to that. It will reduce on the processing time, reduce on the mixing and mastering time, so that you don't have to do that. I will agree with the graphics thing. Lower resolution textures, especially on like an older project or an indie project or something like that.
Where we're not running on 4K. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're not, yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ, and I guess it'll also depend on the genre too. Like cut content, but not so much like entire levels or concepts as a whole. But like for like an FPS like Call of Duty or something, I would reduce the scope of the project by cutting maybe 1 or 2 guns from the game. Like don't add so many, shotguns or something or whatever. The
guns aren't usually.
Yeah,
the guns aren't usually the intensive part of it. It's more
I
of a
know.
level design.
Like that's why I said that I would go from Frosty's angle for my answer and be like little bits and pieces that hopefully most people won't recognize that are either missing or just straight up weren't included in the first place. I love Gypsy's answer of if it's an older style game or an indie game where you simply don't have the resources to update or anything like that, or it's simply not the time for it anymore. Just release a sequel. Like that would be great especially if you're reducing the scope of a project on such a big scale that you just scrap like half the game or scrap half the story. I would take a look at all the departments and be like, okay, so how can we reduce the amount of time it's taking to produce all of the things that we are doing for this game?
Sometimes that could even make a better game all in all, even if you're not dealing with budget cuts, because sometimes it's going to sound almost kind of
So is that
productive, what people like now. Yeah.
So is that acceptable of an answer, Mr. Marketing standpoint guy? Now that you more understand where I'm coming from.
I was really hoping he would say no.
But
I took the fight.
sometimes even like cutting down the content and putting it into a sequel can make for a better game, because at a certain point you can get kind of like content blindness if there's too much to explore and find, especially if you're a completionist type and you want to see every single thing. Eventually you might find a burnout if there's too much to absorb. So if you have if you can put in a sequel, you're giving it to them in bite-sized portions that they may be able to immerse even better.
A lot more consumable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Can you imagine being a completionist trying to finish all of the Legend of Zelda franchise in one go? It's like, no.
And,
Good luck,
done
my
that.
friend. Oh,
or some equivalent thereof.
That'd be like, imagine absorbing all the Pokemon at once, I guess.
God,
There's
no.
so many.
They literally have a Pokemon that's literally just fucking trash can. I'm so mad about that.
Yeah.
They ran out of ideas. There's another Pokemon that is literally just a monkey. I'm like, that's not a Pokemon. That's a monkey.
You're talking about
You
Mankey?
for life.
No, not Mankey.
Jeez.
Mankey's different.
imagine absorbing all of the Resident Evil games.
God, don't make me go through that.
Also on favorite games, Resident Evil series is some of my favorite. I forgot to do
Resident
that.
Evil was also
Yeah.
probably one of the more impactful ones to go back to that question.
Yeah.
If I do a playthrough of what is it, 8 with Lady D,
Yeah.
I will totally stream that.
about
Okay,
one of
I have
these
a
games?
question.
It's a shame
Was
they-
that a good game? Because I've never seen gameplay on it. I've
Wait.
never played it, and I kind of just expected. I was like, it's gonna be all right.
I've heard
and I
it's
just
pretty good. I've heard it's
Are
pretty
okay.
good.
Are we far enough away from it now that it's no longer spoilers to talk about shit that happens in it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I
I would
wouldn't
say
chance
let's
it just
nah.
yet.
For the sake of my brain, I
Let's
actually kind of want to get into it sometime. So yeah, no spoilers. no
Yeah,
spoilers
same.
for
Like
me.
I
Okay.
haven't done it, played it yet, and I want to. That's why I say if I play it and I do it, I will stream it.
not
Content.
to, not to promote, not to promote myself again. What?
What?
You okay?
I like how some Pokemon are just backwards words like Arbok and Muck.
Is that what Jake is laughing at?
He's laughing at cum. Yes.
Oh my fucking god! Yes, high five to
He-
you. Come joke.
He has regressed to his 10-year-old self.
12.
What I was gonna say, I have played. I have content up on my YouTube channel of me playing the HD remaster of the first game, the remake of the second game, and the remake of the third game. The third game was all right. I actually enjoyed it, but that's mainly because I haven't played all of the original third game, so that's why I don't have very many complaints about it. But those 3 games are on there, and there's a little bit of Resident Evil 6, but me and my buddy didn't end up finishing it, which in the future we will. Resident Evil 6 is actually, I think, a really good game. Even though a lot of people hate it, I really enjoyed Resident Evil 6. I thought that was a fun game. There were some levels that were kind of ass, but other than that.
Now, I'm curious about something because we briefly visited the topic. Gypsy, I can't remember if it's you or Kayla who, when we were discussing anime, had mentioned that you don't really get involved with
Kayla.
Pokemon. Was it?
Kayla does not know
Okay.
anime
So
or
Gypsy,
Pokemon.
you know a little
Wow,
bit about
mixing up your token females, huh?
Token? Impulse Squared is a majority female.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, Impulse Squared has more females than males.
Yeah, no,
Damn.
she's not wrong.
I didn't know that. Are you counting me because of how long my hair is? Oh wait, no, you have long hair too. Are we included? Oh, what the fuck? Fuck you! I am a part of this podcast, whether you like it or not.
So just before I brought you back, I was like, oh shit, I forgot he's streaming too.
My stream, no.
Whoops. Hey, can somebody on Frosty's side go ahead and clip that for me? I want to see what it looked like from his angle.
Yes, someone please clip that. Robin, I
So-
know you're here. Robin, clip it fast. Do it.
So I want to know, what are top 3 Pokemons? Phil.
Oh, I was
first.
the one that said I really don't get into Pokemon. So
Wait, hold on. What? So Kayla's into Pokemon.
Me too.
maybe
Kayla's not
I'm
into
sorry.
Pokemon, no.
Okay, both of you suck. Okay,
Neither.
Phil, start us off.
you two for life.
Okay.
Top 3.
I like.
Triggered him.
Top 3.
Bulbasaur,
Squirtle!
Eevee,
Ooh.
Eevee, the versatile one.
Eevee. Okay,
I do actually
Eevee.
have a top
Okay,
three.
okay, Eevee. Yeah.
I have an Eevee something here.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, Charmander has to be somewhere on that list, but you're asking me to pick 3.
I know, right?
Yeah, my 3 are probably on there. Like
I'm
you know,
kind of done with.
Mewtwo,
We got
Eevee,
a
Char.
keychain.
That's so
That's
cool.
my- that's my key.
Awesome.
Aw.
Dude, I gotta get that for my bike key. Holy shit.
What,
Right?
so you can lose it?
I think those are the original 3 starters. Let me double check. Yeah, they are. Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, I've done nothing but give you shit most of the stream.
You've all just given me shit this stream, really.
Honestly, you deserve to be.
I
beat on.
deserve it.
Well,
I
we have to
deserve
roast
it.
the boss occasionally.
Frosty.
Yeah.
Forgot
How'd
your
you
name.
forget my name, man? Boom, Frosty. Remember it.
There you
Let
go.
the brain cell remember. Okay, so three.
What a callback. Nice.
I'm gonna go from 3 and then 2 and then 1. My third favorite has to be. Oh wait, we're doing Pokemon like just all time, right? Just any Pokemon favorite.
I
Sure.
would assume.
Yeah.
Okay,
not.
bet. All
Any
right,
gen-
sweet.
I'm probably not gonna know him. I'm probably not gonna know him.
So I like you probably will. First of all, Snorlax, because fucking Snorlax, okay?
Dude, he's a
like
pimp.
come on.
He's a pimp.
Second, Krabby, cuz how can you get over
Okay.
I made an
That was the
I
intro to
got
a
myself an army of those the last 2 times I did Pixelmon series on Twitch. And then my number 1 is Garchomp. Garchomp is great. I love him. If you get a fucking fast Garchomp, if you get speedy Garchomp, he is OP as shit.
Yeah.
Let me.
I don't know that one. Can I have
Garchomp.
4th and say Vulpix?
Yes.
He's a
Vulpix is your honorary.
he's a dart
I
dragon.
like all the cute ones.
Hey, Phil, get this. Okay, so I'm looking up Garchomp. Garchomp is the 445th Pokemon. Don't know what series that is. Dragon type.
We have a lot of funny
I'm
faces
gonna
this
say that
stream.
my favorite soundbite from Pokemon has to be tickly-dee, trio.
Oh,
No!
God.
Stop! That haunts me from fucking Pixelmon, okay? It was everywhere. Any cave that you go to.
Trio.
There's Diglets everywhere. Also, okay, so Garchomp, his second evolution is Gabite, and his first is Gibble. And I love Gibble because every time when I get one, half the name, the first one I get, Gibble.
I'm giving you
Yes.
a look. I'm giving
Why? How dare you give me the look?
Jaden, your age is showing again because, and I'm gonna do a thing here. Hold on.
You're also
No,
looks the wrong way.
no. Keep me in here.
There we go.
Oh,
Maybe on your stream.
Oh,
I
You
I
don't
muted
know
this.
what Pokemon that is.
What is it? I
got
muted it.
muted,
Hold
I
up.
can't hear shit.
Yeah,
Play
no,
it
it's
again.
not.
Play it again.
Oh, okay, hold on. We'll do it again.
I can't
Uh,
Let me turn it
Should I
off for
blast
y'all.
it? I'm gonna blast it. What the fuck was that? Is that what hell
Gen
sounds like?
in a matter of speaking.
Is it the like
you have
the like gears?
your age is
The
showing
dude who's
because
the
you never went
gears?
through a cave in Gen 1.
It's dial-up Mon.
I'm about to start answering my questions first because I never get a shot. You got-
I am done with my Pokemon. I'm done.
Wait. Okay. No one say anything. Wait. Sarah, do you know what one it is? Dice Poo, come on. You gotta know what one that is.
Magnet.
Huh?
Magnetite.
Nope. Not Magnetite.
The gears guy.
Gears guy. Here's a secret, Jane. They all sounded like Gears back then.
Rip.
I didn't. do that.
Nope, not the choke. Zubat.
That was Zubat?
Oh,
Zubat.
okay.
Holy shit.
Every goddamn cave. It's fucking Zubat.
So Jake, what's your
Zubat
Pokemon?
sucks.
Let me mention my honorary pick, Voltorb. Gotta learn that blows itself the hell up and take some with it. But I got with me Magmar, Machamp, and Scyther.
Ooh.
Magmar.
Okay.
Magmar is
I like turning Scyther into Caesar. and then murking Pokemon with him.
And Scyther's amazing, and you just can't beat Machamp. There is no beating Machamp.
I have never grown up from being 12 fucking years old, have I?
No. You're just now realizing this?
And this is why I fit perfectly
This
into
is what
the
it
Impulse
takes?
crew.
What? Oh yeah, this is what it takes. I said something about Jake, so I was like, what?
Machoke.
If you can do Pokemon sounds, you are in.
You know what, Jake? He's your husband right now.
He's your partner.
He's
Wow.
yours right now. So we
I'm trying to
can.
think of a really outrageous one.
He's your friend. I don't know why he's here.
It's
Oh,
the weekend.
yes.
He's yours right now.
Hold on. Diaspoo posted into meme of the day. Sleeping with your Pikachu. Cute. Sleeping with your Machoke. Weird.
Oh, this joke. I've seen it before.
Garden
not gonna
on
join
Marie
straight
Crest.
because that's fine. There you go.
For some reason, I now have the Tetris song stuck in my head. I don't know where it came from.
Well, speaking of Tetris, we're going to go ahead and give this to a close because I am out of shit to talk about.
You know what we need to play? Somebody needs to play
What?
just because it's weird.
Yeah.
The fluffy Tetris.
Fluffy Tetris.
Fluffy Tetris. It's like Tetris, but they are
Fluffy?
fluffy and jiggly and soft.
Filthy, have any idea what she's talking about?
And they have
no,
to-
but
it's-
on that, I'm gonna suggest actually Dr. Robotnik's mean crude bean machine.
Is that the Tetris one? I have it. You unlocked
That's
the
a
memory in my
Tetrasonic,
brain
man.
hole.
Oh yeah, dude.
Isn't that the like weird like monster guys? And then you have to like have there was like a code for each of the levels whenever you would like. I played that when I was
Yeah,
young. That was awesome. What
Dr.
was that
Robotnik's
called?
mean bean machine.
When you
Dude,
were
the
young?
soundtrack is fire.
Mean Bean Machine. All right, I'll
Yeah.
remember
I
that
got
in the
you,
old
Gypsy, I heard
mental
you.
vault.
I
That
heard
was
you.
awesome. That was a fun
Yeah,
ass
Jaden,
game. Huh?
I'm gonna echo what Gypsy said. When you were young,
When I was like 5 years old, okay? When I was
Ow.
really young. I don't know if I was 5.
my
I was
age.
like no, I wasn't 5. I was around like 10 or something, I think.
I mean, I can't really say. I don't think I look my age, so I think I can hide for a while longer.
You can. Yeah.
yeah, you got a while.
Say late 20s,
Also,
early 30s.
there's a Wario Tetris game that's really fun. I forgot what it's called, and I have it on my Nintendo Switch. And whenever I get really stoned, I like to
Dr.
play that
Mario?
game.
I've
Just-
muted the
That might
stream,
be this
the
game.
music, so I have no clue it's playing.
Let me turn it.
Is this how we're ending it?
You know, whenever you bring Fred Broden into the call, it fucks up.
Fucks everything. I know.
For me, it's doing great.
Okay, well, there you go. We're done.
Oh, did you already end stream or no?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
you're still going.
All right, yeah, I'm still going to.
Wow.
So-
We
There's something
haven't
else I
gotten
wanna
to Jake
introduce.
trying.
Jake's doing what?
Jake outro.
No, no, go ahead. Go right ahead.
No, you started
yeah.
first. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying we haven't gotten to the point where we try and fuck up Jake's outro, so we're still.
Oh, I'm
streaming.
gonna mute y'all when
Yeah,
I do the outro. So
No,
No,
I
you're
need you. I need to hear it too.
No, you're not.
He
Fine.
needs, he
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
won't
right.
fuck
You
it
need
up.
it
I
for
promise.
content.
I won't fuck it up. I swear.
I forgot Frosty needs it for content. Damn it.
Yeah. So I don't have to do
I'll
mine.
just kick
duh.
Phil out. Gypsy can behave herself. Phil cannot. So at the end of every podcast, I want y'all to give me suggestions as to what are we going to discuss next podcast.
Listen to this man up here.
Yeah, hopefully. Nobody listens to me. Frosty, nobody listens. And then they
Oh,
regret
well.
not listening. So that's been a pattern in my life.
I listen. I just mock
Thank
you.
You're fired.
I can't behave myself, huh?
Tell me you can.
No.
I was partying to that song. Oh. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm
I
too
can't get that
short to do
close or
that with my
else I'll hit
webcam,
mic.
okay?
Okay.
I'll get rid of it.
So, y'all want to discuss anything specific for next stream? Before I fuck up the list with other random things, I don't know how these things keep getting in there.
Well, since Dispoo has a wonderful suggestion in chat, back in my fetus days, you may as well add that to the list because it makes sense. It makes about as much sense as half of the shit on that list.
I am in my fetus days.
So
I
for
was gonna
those of
say,
you who
like-
don't know, last week I added random things into the list of things to talk about in the podcast script, which includes, but is not limited to, black holes are the pokeballs of the universe, splunk gargle wee-wees, and
That's
gas
my favorite one.
canisters. And this
This
week,
week has been Raid Shadow Legends. I seem to remember the place I was born. Go ahead and get me some juice and buy a Porsche.
Why don't we now
Which
talk
I
about
has
those
been-
ones?
and buy a Porsche has been replaced on my end with pre-podcast flatulence.
I have a topic.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's
yeah?
up?
Adaptations of movies and books to games and our feelings on them.
I'm gonna do my outro really quick.
Okay, stay frosty.
I'm gonna mute it really quick. Yeah.
Just-
Is
should
that
I-
for right now or next week?
Fuck.
Next
Oh,
week. We're
Ross.
done this week.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Frosty.
I
Yeah,
don't know what to do anymore. I need to find the deafen button. I'd be back. All right, dudes. If y'all enjoyed this content, be sure to check out all the social links in the not the about section. In the about section, yeah, not in the description. In the about section. In the about section down below, and not down below, somewhere around.